funny, baby. Okay. All right. Up. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Walking on a dream. Hogging life's light. Talking to myself. Will I see you again? We are always running for the thrill of it, thrill of it. Always pushing up the hill, searching for the thrill of it. On and on we are, calling out and out again. Never looking down, I'm just ignoring what's in front of me. I can feel it. Two people become one. Is it real now? Two people become one. Hey, feel that shit. Feel that shit. Yo. Yo. Hey. Feel it. Hey. Feel it. Hey. Feel it. Hey. All I'll ever see. The love in front of me. Love's changing all the time. Living every minute where the minutes working overtime. We are always running for the thrill of it, thrill of it. Always pushing up the hill, searching for the thrill of it. On and on we are, calling out and out again. Never looking down, I'm just ignoring what's in front of me. Hey, is it real now? Two people become one. I can feel it. Two people become one. Catch me, I'm falling down. Yo, we back for another one, for another beautiful one, for another fantastic one. Yo, peace and love to everybody who's here with me. My beautiful brother gods and sister gods, you in the building? We in the building. If you here and you know what this space about, you know what's about to happen. If you're just now finding yourself here, if this is your first time here, peace to you. Peace to you that you've tuned your spiritual algorithm to find yourself in such a place. I guarantee you, there is not another like it. Yo, we are in the only spot, the only place to be. Yo, the only time is now. We back for it. Back for another beautiful one. Man, we just here when the pot is hot. My brother gods and my sister gods are in the building. We ready to talk about it. So before we get it started, allow me to space to set my intention for the live real quick. Yo, universe. It's me again. Universe, I ask you that you give me all the words that I need to convey the message that I am bringing forth tonight. Universe, I ask you to make me still, make me clairvoyant within every single message that you're sending me. Universe, I ask you to bring me people who want to love, who want to laugh, and also who want to understand. Universe, I ask you to also bring me people who also want to give me an understanding. Give me something to eat from so that I may grow as well. Universe, I ask you to make this place a special place. full of love and joy and magic and experience and expression and life abundance and wealth and health and imagination beyond all compare. With that being said, yo, peace, balance, love, and light, and all those good vibrational words that make you feel right. Welcome back to Godtalk, the only live stream on this piece of shit app that's gonna bust down who you are to your molecular being and how that falls in complete synchronicity with the cosmos. I'm your host, Sirius Period, Big Dot, the golden god, the fire god, the dirt god, the water god. Yo, I am everything and everything is me. And yo, we back at it for another beautiful one with me sharing this place. I want to share with y'all an image real quick. If you can imagine a pond in the early morning before any birds or any rocks get to it, before any wind gets to it, a pond just as still as it wants to be, and how it reflects everything on that pond. How everything around it reflects in that pond. You can see everything through that pond, even the fish that swim in it. The world within a world, should I say. The world within the reflection of the world. And it's not until the rock gets thrown in it where it breaks up the reflection. But if you leave that pond untouched, it reflects everything. That still pond, that stillness within you, that oneness within you reflects everything. And see, I think we're in a space where that external validation is stopping us from getting there. Those rocks throwing in the pond, those breezes that hit the pond, those fish that jump in out of a pond that breaks up the reflection of the oneness. Those external validations, what are those? What are those, Sirius? Those are your letdowns, your failures, your disappointments. You know, and every time you're chasing something, every time you're chasing something that leads to a disappointment, it's almost like you're sacrificing your own authenticity. Because we shouldn't have to chase anything. Everything is already within us. Even the way others perceive you, like the way others look at you, can you believe that you would chase what others think about you? How you could want someone to think a certain way about you, and how you'll build up different personas in different spaces to be many different things. Once again, breaking up the wholeness of the pond that you are, the reflection that you are. This is why I speak a lot about self-discovery, awareness, silence, and solitude. Because when you have that self-worth, there is no external thought that can shake you. When you have that for real, those failures turn into lessons. And those failures also are revealing who and what you relate yourself to. Facts. And to be real with you, yo, this is key. This is really key. This is a key part right here, brothers and sisters. From the silence, God will emerge. From that silence, that oneness will emerge. Because when you're in your silence, you're forced to face your fears, the deepest, darkest parts of you. When you're by yourself in solitude, you're forced to face only you. Forced to face those because you think you don't have what it takes. You're forced to confront solitude of you, because there's something about the nature of the universe. When left alone, everything will balance itself out. When left alone, everything will balance itself out. Important when you talk to any artist or writer or any creator, most of them go into solitude. They go into, you know, a place to be alone. A monk or the Buddhist, they go to be alone somewhere. This is because self-discovery is very important, especially but in order for you to be in order for this universe to be as grand as it is, it needs you to be exactly the flower it created you to be. Not a carbon copy of someone else, not your compared vision to someone else. Stop comparing your life to others. Stop comparing the things that other have or what you wish to have, because they have their reward the same way you have yours. Awareness shows you the relationship. It shows you the reflection from you that reflection to your friends and family, whether they be good or bad, whether it be good people removed out of your life or bad people removed out. It shows you all this, all the material things that you had around you removed. It shows you why that even was, why you are where you are right now. And isn't it beautiful that all the things that you've let go, all the things that you've acquired, all the relationships you've attained, all the relationships that you've loosened, you still find yourself here being you. But is it the true, authentic version of you? Have you used all these instances to really find the real meaning of you? I love when people come up here and they like define God. And I'm like, you are. Because you're searching for you. You're searching, whatever you would call God is just a representation of you. You're trying to find you. And I see you as a reflection of me. I see you as the reflection on the pond of stillness, as I am too. On the wholeness of it all. That's the thing I be talking about. You a Buddhist, I'm all things. I'm all things. I dare not separate myself from any form of existence. I am all things. We are not gods yet. We are gods now because there only is now. What makes you think we are all gods? What makes me know we are all gods? Because the spirit itself, the spirit of oneness, the spirit of life, and that same spirit that runs through all of life runs through all of me. And I am not separated from that spirit. I am one with that. And it's not a knowing. I mean, it's not a believing. It's not a thinking about, it's a knowing. There is only now, facts. Where does they belief come from? It comes from within, as all things do. And this is the reason why I don't turn my nose up to any religion, any type of way of being. I see it as a representation of the all. I love to say that there are beautiful flowers out there, so beautiful, so rare, and very poisonous. And although this flower is poisonous, I can still enjoy its beauty. I can still enjoy its rareness. And if I study it close enough, I can probably get a medicine out of it. I don't know. Stranger things have happened. Jesus said the kingdom of God is inside of us. Absolutely. Absolutely. The whole kingdom is inside of you. The whole kingdom, nothing short of it. This is why I can tell you that I am now and always will be the fire God, the water God, the golden God. But in me, it does. It does. LOL, you're so funny. I love a good joke too, Razor. I love a grand joke. We hold the good and evil, everything. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by that. What did Jesus mean when he said not to lean on your own understanding? Not to lean on the ego, the body, not to lean on. See, when you get into the mind, the spirit of the one spirit, all that information just flows within you. But when you're dealing with the soul of the ego, it'll block that shit up. When you're dealing with feelings and emotions, and it'll block it up. This is the reason why you have to empty yourself of all of that. Empty yourself of yourself. And just allow the spirit of the one to move through you. And that spirit of the one has all answers, has all time, has all expression, all love. Facts, let it go. That's them telling us not to trust our own intuition. Yeah. Why can't you trust a atom? I don't know why you can't trust the atom. Lives that spit truth always be glitching. The lives that spit truth always be glitching. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know if it's glitching badly. Am I glitching too badly, guys? Am I glitching badly, guys? Not too bad. Not now. It cleared up. Oh, okay. See, we gotta acknowledge it. If it happens, guys, I can't do nothing if y'all don't acknowledge it. Ugh. That's crazy, though. That's crazy. But no, I just what I want for y'all to understand. If y'all don't understand nothing tonight, confront yourself with your mind. In your mind, there's a war going on. Confront that war. Don't run from it, because within those spaces of being uncomfortable is where true growth happens. We go, good and evil. Another episode of the life of good and evil. Again, that life of duality that we hang on to. That life of being here but wanting to be there. That life of desire we fight with. That life of definition we fight with. That life of selfishness we fight with. Yo, do you know how many times that I pass by people and I see them and I be wanting to turn around and help them? Like I see them there. Let me give them a change if they need a ride or something. But I understand that I have something else to get to. I war with that. I get it. I get it. What the mind can really do to one if we really find ourselves intrinsically trapped within it. How your desires can trap you. How the things that you build around you can weigh you down. Isn't it funny that no matter how many material things cannot and will not satisfy the spirit. This is the same reason why Jesus says, let Caesar have what is Caesar's. Not through material, not through body. All riches come through. Man. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I gotta make a powwow. Give me real quick. Y'all don't leave. We're gonna go closer. We're gonna get closer to the box over here, guys. I don't know. My live just started doing this the other day. Just started doing it the other day. But it's all good though. We here for it. We here for it. That's all that matters. So I gotta get it set up. And I gotta disturb my beautiful wife who was very comfortable here on the couch.
See right here?
Yeah, cause the outlet right here. The outlet right here.
Okay. My phone charges up.
Y'all excuse me, I'm just trying to switch it up. Is it better? We clicking good, y'all? Everything sounding good? Everything feeling good? We good now? We good now? We getting better? Alright. Alright, yo. I'm okay. We just making sure everything good, y'all.
Is it better?
Yeah, they say it's better. We good, you know. We good. Yay.
Hey, y'all need the internet. Can you get it?
What's that?
I'm about to say, we pay all this for internet. Can you get it wrong? Can you lie?
Place for. Yo, Belvoir, yo, peace, balance, love, and light. Yo, Belvoir, welcome to Godtalk.
That's good, man. How you doing?
Everything is everything, brother. You?
Well, I just wanted to share that joke with you, man. My son gave it to me the other day, man. You know why you can't trust an atom?
Why is that?
Because they make up everything.
Yo, you stupid.
I just wanted to share that with you, man. My son gave that to me the other day, man. I just wanted to share. I know you would appreciate that one.
Yo, you
What is
stupid.
it?
You know why you can't trust an atom? Because they make up everything.
That's good.
That's good. That's rich.
Yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, man. I hope everything's good, man.
Brother, no need to hope, brother. Everything is magical, bro.
All right, same here, man. I'm gonna check you, man. I'm gonna keep on listening.
All right, peace to you, brother.
All right, peace.
All right. Yeah, that was a quantum giggle right there. Yeah. that was a quantum giggle right there. But now let's get back to it though. Let's get back to it though about the oneness and the stillness and about confronting yourself, not being afraid to see the worst sides of you. You know, you have to be still. You have to find those moments of solitude, not to feel like you're lacking a relationship, but trying to hone in on the most important relationship, which is yourself. By setting aside time just for you and your thoughts to have an understanding, to have a feeling of why you feel a way. This is very important when we talk about freeing yourself and not searching for outside validation from others. I don't want you to be out here worrying about the thoughts of others, attaching your feelings, thoughts, and emotions and actions to the feelings, thoughts, and emotions of actions of others. Because when you do that, you're not being real. You're not being true to you. You're being a chameleon. Authenticity is very freeing. There's nothing like being free within yourself to be free with others. And I'm talking about that balanced authenticity where you don't take away from others as well. In fact, you speak life into others, you give life to others because you realize that everything is one, and through the oneness of it all, I'm only experiencing myself. And to take away from someone else is to take away from me. And to add to someone else, to speak greatness into someone else is to speak greatness in me. And also instilling a relationship that adds to the totality of the oneness that we live in. The fact that I can look someone in the eye, not seeing them a day in my life, and call them brother, tell them I love them. That's a level of acceptance that you have to have in yourself to experience. That's a level of growth and compassion that you have to have within yourself to experience. Make me abandon, bro. I'm not finna even go there with you. Yo, peace, balance, love, and light. Yo, Black. What's good with you?
How you doing, man?
Everything is everything, brother, and you?
That's nice. I'm doing good. I got a few questions to ask.
I, I would do my best, brother.
All right. Since we're all gods from this statement, would you say we have the power to manipulate reality in any form we want?
I would say so.
All right. How exactly will we do that? Exactly.
Through your thoughts, through the way you feel by observing your thoughts.
I see. Would you say like meditation plays a crucial role to that?
Uh, I would say awareness plays a crucial role to that.
I see. I see. All right. Thank you for your answers. I appreciate it.
All right, peace to you, brother.
Of course.
Yeah, awareness. You know, I want people to realize that you don't have to meditate to be in a meditative state. You're. If I can be completely honest with you guys, this is a little universal secret. Leaning close. This whole entire universe is in a state of meditation, which goes to say that you yourself right now are in a state of meditation because the universe is a mental space. It's mental. You're dealing with you now. Right now, you're dealing with you. Regardless if you're listening to me or someone else or watching TV or working or playing, you're dealing with you. You're in the state of being you, seeing you, observing you, feeling you. Well, isn't that what meditation is? Love? I want you to understand that your mind is not localized to your body. Your mind, your spirit is not tied to just your body. Your experience of self travels the parameters of your physical self. Far beyond one mind, the one body. And within that, and being within that one mind, you would understand that you're always meditating. Always. The oceans don't say a word, but they stir. Isn't that meditation? The birds don't say a word, but they fly. Isn't that meditation? The flowers don't say a word, but they blossom. Isn't that meditation? Yeah, I got somebody want to get up and holler at me. Let's create the space for it. I am Joshua. Yo, peace, balance, love, and light. Yo, I am Joshua. Welcome to Godtalk.
How you doing? Quick question.
Okay.
You say we are all gods, right? What is the definition of God ontologically?
I don't know what you mean by ontologically. And
The
if you're
objective
asking me,
definition.
okay, well, the objective definition is the definition I feel that you are about to give me right now, because I'm going to ask you, what is the definition of God ontologically?
Well, that's really just begging the question, sir. I mean, I asked you the question. You have the
Well, and
bandwidth.
for me to ask for, okay, but for you to ask, and then I say I don't know, and I'm assuming that you ask because you know to even use such a word as ontological. So I would like for you to say it because I have no idea what you mean by that word or definition. So
Ontological is
please,
just another word for objective. An objective is something that we can all agree on, right? So
okay,
the definition of God is someone who is eternal outside the realm of time, right? Can we agree on that?
okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, because
But
time.
but but that wouldn't be limited to.
Right, exactly. God is not limited to time because he's outside of it. Exactly. Correct.
Nor any definition that you may give it.
Well, if something is objective, that means everyone in everyone on earth would agree that this definition is the one, right?
Mhm.
So when you say God is something that's outside the realm, is the cause of, and is the sustainer of all life, right?
Mhm.
That's the basic definition for God. And one of those attributes that go to God is being timeless, because we both agree that God is not limited to time. How are we gods if we had a beginning, but the definition of God is to be timeless and have no beginning?
Oh well, brother, I was neither created nor destroyed.
So on your
I
driver's license, what does it say? Date of birth?
excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate you for being patient with me.
Yeah.
I was neither created nor destroyed. I've always been breathing in of one body and out of the next.
Oh,
Go
so
ahead.
you believe in reincarnation?
I don't believe in it. I know.
Okay. So breathing in one body and out of the next, did that body have a beginning?
Define beginning.
A, a-
This body I'm in right now is having a beginning.
right, a point in time in which it exists. It exists,
Right.
right?
Well, and even within that point in time, It's still having beginnings within that one little point in time, an infinite amount of beginnings within that one little point in time. Which goes to say it's neither about the beginning or the ending. It's always about being exactly where you are in that moment.
Right, but what evidence do you have that you've had a past life?
Mm. The evidence of me being here, bro.
But you being here doesn't constitute for you being there back in the day because there is none. Right?
If it's evidence you search for, I ask for you to search within yourself, because within yourself is where you'll find the true evidence that you seek.
Well, think about it like this: if I'm searching for the evidence in myself and I genuinely believe I'm Spider-Man, am I telling the truth? Is the evidence that I'm looking for true, or am I just making stuff up and I'm being fallacious?
It depends on how far you take your visions within yourself.
I go all the way with it. I
Okay.
believe in my heart.
Then go all the way with it.
But
Then go all the way with it, Spider-Man. Make you some little contraptions that you can tie around your wrists and you can fling around yourself from cities, through the city. Go in the gym, get real strong. Be fearless. Make yourself a nice little suit and go around actually helping people and doing good. I guarantee you people will call you Spider-Man.
But yeah, anybody can call anybody anything, but the truth of the matter is that I'm not, right?
The
Spider-Man
truth of
is,
the matter is you are what you think you are.
well, that's subjective. That's not true, right?
Well, hey, if you don't know yourself as something, who am I to tell you that you're not?
Okay, so if I tell you, hey, we're both human beings, is that something that's subjective or is that an actual truth? Like I'm telling the truth when I say that. Because if I am, that means then truth
I would,
exists.
and you know that I would say yes. We're both experiencing being human beings. We're
That so
experiencing.
I'm right, right? I'm correct?
Hey, yeah, we're on. Now that you've brought me down to this level of being, yes, this is where we find you.
Right. So if I'm telling the truth and I'm correct about that, that means truth exists. So truth is not subjective. There's something that me and you both know and we agree on objectively. But what is that truth that me and you both know exists? It can't be us because it's there before us. That's the thing that I'm trying to uncover.
It's always been there before, but it's always been there.
Exactly.
You have always been there too. But once again, the evidence that I search for, you will find in the mouth of no man. You will only find it within you by doing a deep dive within your spirit, your consciousness, the forms and shapes and the patterns of your times. This is all I'm saying to you, brother. I can't give you the kingdom. You have to take it for yourself.
Well, yes, the kingdom is already given to me. That's why Jesus Christ is a thing, right? Jesus,
Yes, the kingdom is given to you, but you have to take it
right? And I
for
have taken
yourself.
it. That's why I'm here on the panel talking to you about the actual
Okay.
truth.
Okay. Well, if you've taken it, then why are we even having this conversation? Because surely you know exactly what I mean.
The
Surely
reason why is because of this, because the very truth that has proven himself to be real, resurrect from the grave, he commands me to go tell the truth to other people. You can't rely on your own self to save you, and you can't rely on your own self to be the standard of truth, because truth doesn't make mistakes, and that's what we are. We make a lot of mistakes. But the very
and
truth that has found me is commanding me to tell all of you Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life, and he proved it.
so are you saying that I'm taking upon just my own egotistical way of viewing life
No, what I'm
and
saying
saying
is
that it's true?
yeah. What I'm saying is that you're relying on your own efforts and you're
And
placing
this
it
is where you're wrong.
on the truth.
And this is where you're wrong. Don't come in here and presume to telling me what I've done to get where I am to speak on what I'm saying. You
Well,
don't
I'm
know.
repeating the very things
Excuse
that
me, excuse me. You don't know me.
I
You
am
don't
not
know
saying.
what, excuse me. You don't know
Okay.
what I've seen. You don't know what I've experienced. I would rather you just come in here and ask questions and listen to the answers that I am giving you and really try to understand those questions if you really, those answers, if you really wanted to know.
Well,
Instead of
sure.
having, excuse me, be patient enough for me to talk to you.
Okay.
Instead of you trying to combat me in every one of my the ways that I view the rainbow of life. You argued me at every rainbow that we've saw together. Yes, we both acknowledge the rainbow. I tell you say how the rainbow looks to you. I don't say a peep about it. I say how the rainbow looks to me, and you argue me that. Let me experience life and give and share what the Spirit has given me to share to the world, because it's nothing but beauty itself. I don't come on here to lie to you. I just come on here to love you.
And that's the same thing that I'm doing. You said that I'm basically making up these assertions about you. One of the acts of communication is to repeat what the person tells you. And the very things that you tell me I should have done was the very things that I were doing. I was asking you questions, you were giving me answers, and I'm repeating the very answers that you gave me back to you.
With
You said
argument,
no, I'm
not
not.
understanding, with argument. I
No,
said, look,
I'm definitely
I said the answers that you search for are within. And you
exactly.
proceed to, with argument, you proceed to tell me that those answers aren't.
No, that's
What
not
am
what
I?
I said.
Oh,
That's not
okay.
what I
Well,
said.
go ahead. Well, go ahead. In so many words, I felt like you said it, but I could have misunderstood. I've been wrong before.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. No, when you told me search inside yourself for truth, I asked you, or I told you, the truth has found me, but the very truth that I have found, and Jesus is the truth because he proved it, he tells me to go preach the truth to others. And then you asked me, am I relying on my own egotistical ways? And I said, no, you're not being egotistical. What I'm saying is that you're trying to rely on your own efforts and you're placing yourself as the standard of truth because you said seek within. And that's the very thing that we can't do because the truth doesn't make mistakes, but we do as human beings. That's what I was saying.
Oh my goodness. And you say you believe in Jesus.
I mean, of course, the evidence follows that he's the truth, and he proved it.
Uh-huh. Wow. Wow.
Anybody could say that they're the truth, but once they say that they're the truth and they prove it with evidence, then that's a different
Wow.
ball.
Y'all, are y'all hearing this? It's at this point, I don't want to even argue. I just want the rest of the audience to hear what he's saying. He says he believes in Jesus. Jesus told him to look within.
No, he didn't
Jesus,
say that.
Jesus did say, "Let thine eye be single and look inwardly." Jesus did say that.
No, he didn't. I have the scripture right in front of me.
Okay. Now you want to argue, argue, argue words of my reflection. I will not do that.
Well, no, you can have an interpretation of how you perceive the scripture, but when
Okay.
you said Jesus said this, no, that's not wrong. Because I have the scripture right in front of me. He said, if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. But he says, follow me. That's what he's teaching. Repent,
Yes, follow the way because he is the way. He
the
is the
truth.
truth and
Yes.
he is the life. And to follow that life means to take upon every aspect of that life. To follow that truth means to fill your body completely with that truth. And to be within that, within his life, is to take upon every aspect of that life. My brother, and he told you that even when Abraham was, he was. He told you he spoke to Abraham. He told you even before you were sown into your mother's womb, I knew you. Which goes to say you have always been. So I don't, and then he also told you that you have the ability to move mountains. You have the ability to walk on water. You have the ability to uproot trees and plant them in the ocean. He also said that the kingdom is within you. And he also said you are co-heir with that kingdom. At what part are we not accepting what he was really telling us? But that's just biblically speaking. I speak on a more spiritual realm. But I'm going to let you go, Joshua. I love you. Peace to you. I don't need a Bible to define what I'm saying. I'm just saying. Yo, we got Paul, your benevolent witch. I see you, brother. I can't wait to talk to you. It's been a couple revolutions. Yo, peace, balance, love, and light. Yo, Paul. Yo, welcome to Godtalk. Paul, you there? Paul. Okay. All right. Paul didn't want to be here. But peace to Paul. Hey, benevolent witch. Peace, balance, love, and light. Yo, what's up, my brother?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just been furthering in my studies and taking quite a bit of time to work on myself. I've been off work for the last couple weeks, something that I chose to do. I was around a lot of stress and negativity and ended up having a falling out with my boss. He basically created a work life of hostility, and I was like, you know what? I don't need this. There's a lot of things
Man,
within
you got.
myself. Go
I
ahead.
feel. I feel like they keep dropping you. Like you keep. No, not they. You keep dropping yourself out of the pot into the frying pan, out of the frying pan into the oven. You must be. You must be working through some real trauma that you had packed up over some years. You're really addressing now.
Yep. And that is why I have taken this time to examine those traumas and try to find the wisdom behind it. And you know what? I've made quite a bit of progress. I am still sober. I am 120 days off of alcohol, and my mind and my body is starting to get a lot stronger. My heart's not messing with me anymore. Occasional flutters here and there, but what I'm doing is I'm re-examining myself and trying to figure out, okay, there's starting to be a repeated pattern here. So I need to figure out what is it that I'm doing wrong and what can I do to make it better.
Absolutely, because it's all about you and the reflection.
Does he practice breath?
hmm And so far been making a lot of progress on that. And there's one problem that I've been finding with myself that I have a very bad habit of, and I have a very bad habit of projecting a lot of my anger from the past onto others, and even subconsciously without even me knowing it, like there's something like an energy within me that's causing a rise in others, and maybe that's why I'm getting the negative feedback.
But
And
that's always fun.
yeah,
That's always fun because you're just seeing yourself.
The mirror.
Yeah.
and I'm trying not
All I
to.
see, the nearer. You're just seeing yourself, and it's all good because only when seeing ourselves is when we can really deal with ourselves.
I definitely do agree to that. I mean, strongly. And of course, life is a journey, and I mean, I'm always learning. It's just, I definitely needed to take this time to myself because my heart issues were starting to mess with me while I was working. I was pulling about 80 to 90 hours a week. I was building three families by myself. I mean, I was burning myself at both ends. And I mean, right now I'm fine. I mean, everything financially is great. I kind of planned ahead. But when I got out of rehab, I really didn't take the time to really process why I was there and what I needed to learn from that experience. I was like, okay, I'm out. I need to get myself back into a truck and get back into the field as quickly as possible. I think I ended up hurting myself.
You hold on, excuse me. You said you was back in the truck.
Work truck.
Oh,
Right
oh,
after I
okay,
got out,
okay,
I was back into my work truck and back out in the
okay,
field 2 or 3 days later after I got out.
okay. But brother, just take that time, brother. Whatever time you need, you have all the time in the world. You are creating the time. You are expressing the time through your matter, through your essence, which goes to say you are controlling time. Because only through matter is time expressed. And you control matter, which means you can control time. So take your time to really hone in on what's bothering you. What's stopping you from freedom? What's closing the gates to your heaven? It's not it's not a hard thing to do to find the time. It's a hard thing to do to actually address yourself because we always have the time to address ourselves. We just never do it.
Yeah. And maybe it's because some are just afraid of finding something that they don't like or hearing the harsh truth. But
Yeah.
hearing the harsh truth is necessary as far as growing, as far as learning, as far as being beyond the material world and being greater than something than just flesh.
And this is the same reason why Jesus went into the synagogue and flipped over tables. Not in my house. Not in my house. Not
Yeah.
in my father's house. You not finna worry about money, selling things, trading goods. Not in my father's house, you not. What are we even talking about? But
Yeah.
yo, hey, but you're a benevolent witch. I appreciate you so much for coming up and hollering at me.
I really do appreciate you too. And real quick question, because I know you got other people that are on the live.
Right.
It's a little off topic, but I was doing a live earlier and then I got spammed bad. What can I do to protect that and make sure that that doesn't happen again? Because I blocked that dude's profile like 5 times and he was persistent.
Oh, brother. Um, the best quote I can give you is, "I do not like that man. I must get to know him better."
I'm pretty sure it was a bot though.
Hey, and if you have to realize why that bot is there chasing you around, bro. Like if it keeps coming back around, at this point, you have to realize what's the meaning in it, what's the lesson in it, what's happening here for me to see. I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a content creator. I'm just on TikTok, bro. Like I'm not doing this shit for like I don't know how to affect the
No.
algorithms. But what I will tell you, bro, is that everything you're interacting with is a lesson within you. And everything that you're engaging in, bro, it's a part of you. And if you can see it as a part of you, you can see embracing it, and then also seeing what you can do to make it work in your favor.
Yeah, well, and I'll take that into consideration.
Right. Right. Hey, bro, peace to you.
Peace to you as well.
All right. All right. Okay, guys. All right. So my wife was bubbling to the top.
No,
She
I was
just
gonna
wanted to.
tell him. I wanted him to be on the call, or what is it?
I don't do that. I do one-on-one.
The one-on-one live, whatever. But I wanted him to, because he was talking about the anger that he was having, and he said it was bubbling over into it, reflected into other people. So there is a thing called the 90-second rule. In order to get those emotions to, like, like work through those emotions, it takes about a 90-second time frame in order for you to assess what you're feeling, acknowledge what you're feeling, portray what you're feeling, which could be the mirror and the reflection, and then for it to come back to you, and you be like, oh, wait a minute, okay, like this relates to me as well. So it's a 90-second rule, and I wanted to just touch on that 90-second rule. Hopefully he didn't leave, but yeah.
Word. I never heard of that 90-second rule.
Yeah,
But
I'm big into psychology. So.
90 seconds makes sense because that is completion. That is completion 10 times over.
Yeah.
That is completion 10 times over. All right. She wanted to come in and drop a little nuggy. All right. Jack Bob, peace, balance, love, and light, all those good vibrational words that make you feel right. Yo, Jack, you're welcome to Godtalk.
Yo, would God be all knowing?
How are you doing?
What's up? Is God all knowing?
How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing good.
That's beautiful. What did you eat today?
Okay. Cereal.
You had cereal? That's nice, bro. That's dope, bro. What kind of cereal?
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal cereal?
Yeah.
Oh man, like you talking about like the little nugget stuff? What do they call it? Like the honey of oats or something like that?
No, oatmeal.
Oh, just plain old oatmeal.
Yeah,
Like,
cereal.
what are you, like a pilgrim? Like that type of shit?
Yeah.
Hold on, is that like some Midwest stuff? Do y'all call it cereal up there? I'm not sure. Where are you from to call it cereal?
I'm from Antarctica.
Antarctica. Oh, what?
Yeah.
So you guys are getting ready to enjoy spring, huh?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. How does that feel being able to come outside, getting ready to come outside for a tank top and have a barbecue going with your people? How does that feel?
Um, no tank tops out here, bruh.
No tank tops? Oh man. Well, I live in Florida, bro. If I wanted to be, it could be year round tank tops and I still not get sick. But anyway, I just wanted to chat with you, brother. Just to love you for a second. But anyway, but go ahead.
But that is,
And
I understand
if you
that that's what you believe, but
if you
with God,
consider God, if you consider if you consider being that God is everything, and if you consider a aspect of God to be all knowing, then God is exactly that too, because
well,
that's an
I'm
aspect.
asking,
Go ahead.
I'm asking from your perspective, because from my perspective, he is, but my perspective, he is, but I don't know about yours, so I'll make it clarity. So, from your perspective, would God
Oh,
be all knowing?
God is everything.
Okay, yeah, you're not answering my. That doesn't answer my question.
I am answering.
Are
Yes,
you God?
and more.
So you're God, right?
Yes.
So you know everything then?
I know exactly what I need to know when I need to know it.
Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm exposing the incoherencies in your view, right? Because you said
You're
that you're
you're
God, and
you're trying to expose
can I
something
can I talk?
in yourself. You're not exposing it in me. You're only exposing it in you, first off.
But
But
yeah,
go
but
ahead. Go
from your
ahead.
perspective, I'm God, right?
Yes, you are God.
Okay, so since you're God, right, and you said that God is all knowing, that means that you know everything.
I said, I know what I need to know when I need to know it. And knowing what I need to know when I need to know it is everything.
Wait, so you flip flop from being all knowing to knowing what you need to know, but wouldn't all knowing God just know everything at all times?
Yes, he would. As
And
we
if
all
God,
do. As we all do when we need to know it.
yeah. So I don't understand how you can be all knowing and then go from you go from being all knowing to saying that I know what I need to know when I need to know it. But if you're all knowing, then
Are
that would
you
just mean that you know
listening to
everything at all
me?
times.
Are
So,
you here? Are you
so I'm gonna
here?
ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead. Are you going to ask another question and not
Since
listen to
you're
the answer?
since you're all knowing, can you tell me what my name is?
Your name is a vibration.
What is my government name? Since you're all knowing.
A government vibration.
I hope somebody's recording this. Like
Yes,
seriously.
I am.
Is somebody
I'm
recording this?
recording it.
Okay,
I'm
can you
recording.
please post this? Post
I
this to your
will. I
page.
will post it to my page
Thank
if you
you.
like.
Thank you. Thank you so
Would you
much.
like for me to
Yes.
tag you in it as well?
Yes. Since you're all knowing, tell me what's 300 times 742.
It's it's a number that you would like to see. Peace to
Yeah.
you, brother.
Wow, this is sad.
It is sad, isn't it? It is sad that you would tempt me, that you would tempt God. It is sad that you would tempt love. It is sad that you would come to a place and rather than seek the deeper expressions and the deeper meanings of what I'm saying, you would go for your own ego to just try to make you feel better in a place that you don't understand. It is sad. It is very sad. But although it's sad, I still love you all the way through it. Just like a father watches his son go to jail and every minute still love him unconditionally. I see you in jail. I see you. But you'll spend every second there. Yo, let me Let me get to the next beautiful person. My sister Kim. Peace, balance, love, and light. All those good vibrational words that make you feel right. I know I'm feel right. I know I'm Jesus. And Jesus is me. What's up, Kim?
What's up, Sirius? How you doing?
Everything is everything, sister. What's up with you?
I've had a really good day. A really good day. And
Nice. Nice.
yeah, it's been healing. I've always kind of considered myself like the family shaman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I came to the realization a long time ago. I think I had a great conversation with my mother, and she said those words. And I know it comes from a loving place, but I'm like, Mama, don't worry about me. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, put that energy somewhere else, not into worry.
Right.
So I think she wrapped her head around it though.
Right. Like give me life. Don't get me worry.
For real, you don't need to worry about me.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me life. I understand
Exactly.
exactly what you mean. And I tell people all the time, in whatever situation, speak life into that situation, and life will come out of it.
Hmm.
Speak
Yeah.
grandness into it, and grandness will come out of it. And so we don't speak to worry. If we're speaking to worry, that means we're giving faith to our fear.
Creating it. Yeah, we're creating it.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to
give
create anything other than life and love.
exactly. Don't give value to your fears,
It's
'cause-
futile.
right, and giving
There's that
value.
expression, he who worries before there's something to worry about worries for nothing.
Exactly. Exactly. Which goes to say, don't worry about a thing.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
worry
exactly.
about a thing, because whatever happens, it was meant to happen to you. And if it was meant to happen to you, that means there's a lesson that is far grander than anything that you could have possibly ever wanted in this world.
Yep. And let those struggles serve a purpose. I mean,
Right.
that's what they're there for, not roadblocks, just kind of building blocks.
Right. Realizing that your failures and your fears are meant to free you.
Mhm.
They're not meant to hold you back. They're meant to free you and give you dare I say it, a walk on water feeling.
Yeah, yeah. When you overcome,
Absolutely.
that's the shit. That's the feeling that I love.
Right. You only find peace in chaotic spaces, do you not? You don't
You
have
have to
to,
know them.
right? Because you're not finding peace out there in the meadows. La li da di da. I'm in the meadows skipping it. No, you don't find peace there because it's already around. You only have to find peace in the chaos within the
Yeah.
war.
Yeah, I've been on my woo way, which
Mm-hmm.
is just like, going with the flow and action and inaction and like
Right.
just really just being immersed in what I'm doing and not worrying about the results. And the results come, when you just focus on the present.
Right. Right. Focus on the present. Facts.
Yup. Yup.
Nice.
Yup.
Yo, sis, I love you so much, sis. Like
Love
I
you
said,
too.
you always a pillar over here, and I've watched you go the little bit of time that we've got to know each other here on God Talk in this lifetime. I've watched you grow so much, and it's so beautiful to watch, sis. Thank you so much for
Oh,
always sharing your growth with me.
oh, thanks for being a part of it, for real.
Hey, what are brothers for?
That's right. That's
Right.
right.
Yo, hey, peace. Till next time, right, Kim?
Of course.
All right. Yo, that was our beautiful sister Kim. Let's keep it going. Yeah, Kim is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, her
I was
spirit
like,
is so
ooh,
light.
Kim.
And her spirit is so light filled.
Yeah, exactly. When she came in, she was like, I've been healing. I'm like,
Yes.
that's all I need to hear.
Right. I've been healing. I've been healing. And it's such a beautiful thing to hear. How you doing? Yeah, facts. All right, let's get to the next one. Yo, the devil has my dot. Yo, peace, balance, love, and light. Yo, the devil has my back. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Oh man, everything is everything, brother. Know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Yes, I
Right.
do. It is proven in our being here together. We come together. God is there.
Yeah. Hey, where two gather in their name, so shall I be.
Absolutely. And your
Right.
name represents your authority, right? So my authority is grace.
Hey. Right, and my authority is spirit alone, bro. So when spirit and grace come together, it's always going to be something beautiful, right, brother?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And we
what
prove
you
it.
want to talk about, bro?
I just, as I listen to you, you know me from another name. This is just, I forgot I was on this profile, but I came up anyway. Insight is my other name.
Oh, insight. Oh, yeah, insight. Yeah, what's good, brother?
Doing well. And
Insight
so
equal what is it? Insight equal.
equals light in the dark, which is
Yeah,
what we're
yeah.
talking about in here is bringing light to the dark, darkness to the light,
Absolutely.
realizing that'll give you insight or it'll make you a yin yang master.
Yeah, yeah. And I
And
think.
so I know
Go ahead.
you're a master. I know you're a master, so I'm good at listening to the words that come across your lips that are informed by your tongue, which is a fire. And fire proves everything. So as these people have talked to you, a lot of people don't know how to keep it simple, sister, or keep it simple, stupid. But if you keep it simple and you just put a mirror up and keep it childish, like Jesus loved the children. He even got upset with the disciples. He said, suffer the children unto me. That's because children mirror what they are around. So pure mirror up, and as they speak it, I'm rubber, you're glue. What you say bounces off of me, sticks back to you. So be careful what you say because it's going to come back to you one day. And so
Absolutely.
that's what I was getting. When anybody ever talks to you, or they come in here, they want to question God, tempt God, as you said. They need proof. Well, the Bible even tells you if you just read the Bible, there's your proof right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's all the proof. If you're searching for proof, all the proof you need is within you. Like you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to. You don't have to reach out for it. You really don't. And I just try to give that to him, brother.
And so, just for understanding, if anybody has a question, I say the devil has my back because I've been through the fire. And the only thing that makes it through the fire, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego on this 3D plane, however you want to look at it, there's somebody else in there, and that's called the air. You were talking about the air earlier. Jesus is the air. And even fire has to bow down its knees and ask for air to give it life because fire
Hmm.
couldn't live without the air.
Hmm.
You called it Satan or the devil, but we
Yeah,
give
I
life
know.
to our tongue and what we say. I'm
I,
sorry.
I, I know. No, my apologies. I know exactly what you meant when I read the name. The devil has my back, as to say, "Get thee behind me, Satan." You will always have to fall in line with my word, the highest
Yeah,
word, not the
yeah.
lie, not the liar's truth, not the biased truth, but the highest truth. Facts.
It's a good time all the time. I
Facts.
really I think there's a good time all the time. I ain't even gonna say right now, but really right now is always. So it's always a good time because God is good all the time.
All the time, bro. Facts. Hey, yo, the devil has my back. I appreciate you for coming up, God. Thank you so much.
Indeed, I appreciate you.
Peace, God. Yeah, that was my beautiful brother. The devil has my back. Beautiful brother, yo. Let's keep it going. Oh, the other dude dropped off. Other dude dropped off. But I've been talking about a whole lot tonight about self discovery. You know, and what is the true, the authentic you? Just being I mean, not creating different personas for different spaces. When you do that, you break up the oneness within you more. How you're not the same person you are around your mother versus being around your friends, versus being at the club, versus being at the job, versus being around your children. How you're different people in all of these instances. At some point, we have to become one. We have to become whole. Because holy people, I tell you this, they lack of ego, but they have all the character. This is why they had to get rid of my brother reflection, my brother God Jesus, because he had all the character. He was whole within himself, realizing that there was nothing outside of him that needed validation to see the God within him. Realizing that everything within him was the validation of God, was his credibility, was his receipts of God, of existence of God, of him being God. This is why I tell most of you, there's nothing you can say to me. Yeah, hold on. I got somebody want to come up and holler at me. Oh, shit. Nah, they didn't look what the cat drug in. Yeah, oh, look what the cat drug in. God damn.
Hey
Yo.
family, what's going on
Oh,
with you?
what's good, God? How you living, my beautiful brother?
Oh man, like life should be lived, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Like life is lived, you know what I'm saying? My
Yeah,
bad,
one breath.
living. Everything
Look,
is happening, so I got to put the ing on it.
one breath at a time, one feeling at a time, one
Most
eye at a
definitely.
time. I feel
All
that.
right.
I feel that, bro. I feel that.
Man. How you been, family?
Oh man, just everything is everything, brother. Just living a good life, the pop life.
Right.
You know, the pop life.
About
That's what it is. So what
Oh
you
man,
what
you
you bringing me
you,
tonight, God?
you know I got to impart a little something.
Mm. Shit. I'm ready. I got my plate out. I got my napkin on my neck so I don't spill nothing on my shirt. Let's eat. My
Oh
wife
man, I
said
hope
she
we got.
didn't.
I hope I got the good juice to come with it. You know what I'm saying? It's all living food.
Hey, bro, don't even worry about it. I got the juice. Don't even worry about it. I got the juice. As long as you got the food, I got the juice, bro. Let's get it, bro.
I'm ready to hear what
The
he got to say because this tone of his voice, it sounds like it's ready.
Oh, this brother
It's
is,
ready.
baby, this brother is beautiful. And he always take me there. Where every time he come, he and we
Oh my
always
god.
build universes together, and we always laugh and love and play together. And
Oh,
it's always
I'm ready to hear what he got to say.
me too.
Let's let him
Well, baby, hush, so I can hush too, so he can say what he got to say. All right, go ahead, bro.
I want to. Okay, so this is me talking about good decisions.
talk. Mm.
Mm.
See, my respect for my creator, myself, and my wife all lead me into making decisions for my head. I hope you caught that.
Yeah, I got it.
Using
I
the
got it.
real one on my shoulders. I am not tempted by the fantasies of lust, being that I have now experienced love. I will not risk the life that comes from the energy and blood to be dropped into the burning, barren, or forsaken wasteland that has been ravaged by other men or other such vile, disgusting means. These are the divine testicles made by my Creator.
Mm.
Therefore, I will not drop the children of light into the black abyss with no hope for a good beginning. I will not mix minds with the devil. Self-respect comes before respect that is given by others. I didn't know man could be so unworthy that they cannot even understand this simple truth. A man that kills himself or unalives himself has only one opponent. If life is his enemy, then it will only let him take himself from it in the end. I listen to children call themselves God as I walk the path of one. There is no bigger loser than one who chooses to lose his own life, and so I make the title, Good Decisions.
Ooh. Ooh, you's a cold motherfucker, boy.
So
Boy.
don't share that with nobody else,
No, don't, boy, you don't do that with nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
I thought about, well, of course myself, but well, I'm gonna say I like to try to quit using "but" when it's unneeded. So myself and other men,
Oh.
and of course women. You know, my sisters can also take heed from that. But it's just like, you know what I'm saying. No matter what you've done, you know what I'm saying. You've becoming what you are. So at the end of the day, your reborn self is yourself, even though the other self is mixed in there somewhere. You know what I mean? So now that you are a child of light, you got other children of light that might come through you, whether that be physically or spiritually. Like, you know, those that say in even the scripture, I father you through the spirit because I gave you this. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
the same can go for the mother. I might mother you through the spirit because I gave you this. You know what I'm saying? Just as you might father me and mother me. Um, you know what I mean? And we build together. The teacher teaches the student, so the student can teach the teacher, and so on.
Yeah. Yeah. And so on. So life can go on. Man.
Exactly.
Hey, bro. Yo, you did your thing with that, bro. That was, whew, when I tell you, bro, that was food. That was food, bro. You know, cause it's a beautiful thing when a man truly loves a woman. And
Most definitely.
when a woman truly loves a man, bro,
Mm.
that's a
Most
beautiful
definitely.
thing. Like
You can
that's
tell that his family and his love, like his art, radiates through his words and
yeah,
his actions.
yeah. My wife says you feel deep. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
Man, hey,
Yeah.
look, I hope I see. I was going to hope, but I decided not to.
Mm-hmm.
I see deep falling and deep rising.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad we can dine together because I actually I love to hear your wife's voice, man, because I came on her one day and she was actually on her talking with you, and I just love that togetherness, you know what I mean, that you can, you can even bring her around, and no, not bring, sorry, have her around, you know what I mean, and
Yeah.
during these times of fine dining, you dig. So
Right.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
it is.
Right, right. Yo, that's a fact. That's a fact. No, man, I would love to like do more with her, but she be when I tell you, man, my wife she an old lady, bro. She be sleep around about 8 o'clock, eight
But
thirty.
I do so much
oh,
throughout the
it's
day.
it's all good. It's all good. Look,
I'm
mine's
teasing
is
her. I'm
mine's
teasing
was sleep at 7.
Hey,
Yes.
ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Be up at 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, talking about I'm doing yoga and meditation. Like,
Hey, real quick, before I get out of here, I would like to do 3 of them with you. Express yourself.
Okay.
Once you vibrate the infinite within you into the matter before the express of your journey outward, there are then infinite possibilities beyond this chapter. There are, after all, infinite levels and states of being within you, everything, and so even within the smallest particle. Express yourself.
Oh.
oh man, I express through the echoes that I hear behind me and the ones I want to move in front of me. I express myself through the waves of time to create memory within space.
Mm.
I express myself through the light that shines through all things because I am the light that shines through all things, waiting for someone to watch me express myself. Express yourself.
Express yourself.
Express infinity to walk slowly within infinite gardens, swim fearlessly within infinite waters, soar joyfully through infinite skies, and move within infinite motion. Express yourself.
Ooh.
Like that.
He challenges me. He challenges me. But within every challenge, I see myself more. Within every challenge, I adore myself more. Realizing that every time I look into myself, I always find more. Now I look to myself next, like, what else can I explore?
Yeah.
Express yourself. Yo.
Oh man, love is my religion and peace is the discipline.
Hey, bro, peace and balance to that type shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
Hey, bro, I love you, brother.
I love you too, family, and peace, love, and light, and true balance to everyone in the chat and beyond.
Absolutely. Peace to the God. Yo, that was my beautiful brother, God Logical. Beautiful brother, man.
I knew when I heard his voice, he was about to say something that meant something.
Yeah, when I tell you, I love him. I love him. And I speak life to his whole entire existence. And everything he touches, I know it's going to turn to gold.
Oh yeah.
I know.
I don't even know how old he is,
And
but damn.
And it's so beautiful. Like, I wish that we were like brothers. Like I wish he was closer so I can like grab him by his neck and tell him how much I love him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and
that felt like family, right?
He is family. I felt like that's fucking like, family.
Yeah,
that's family.
But that felt like, but that's not. That was one of my first times hearing him, so I was like,
yeah.
His energy just feels like resonating for family.
Yeah,
like the soul. Like, so yeah.
Yeah, like he comes around a lot, but when he does, every time he does come around, he always takes me there. He always takes me there. And he always has me exactly like this right now, bigging him up on how much I love his expression, on how much he flowers. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Facts. Yeah, I have seen so many atheists cry out to Jesus on their deathbeds. Veronica, who's an atheist? Wow.
They probably talking about in the chat.
No, I believe that she's because I've read a few of her comments, and I just want to make sure, before I judge her on what she's saying, I just want to make sure, like, whatever, that's all. That's it. Nah, but I love being in the silence of self, when you can have that moment of self-discovery, when you can have that aha moment within yourself, where you can be like, this is what makes me tick. This is what makes me go. This is what makes me love. This is my life that I have signed on. And I didn't have to chase it. I just found myself here. I love that when you can just be in the moment and take in everything, what it means to have that moment, to be the son that you are, because it's all revolving around you. You created every aspect of it, from the dust on your ceiling fans to the contacts in your phone, to the to the socks in the laundry basket, to the old strawberries you got sitting in the back of your refrigerator. It's
not in the back.
You created all of it. And I think it's beautiful just to realize that in every instance, your whole entire spirit's existence is there. Every decision, whether that be unconsciously made or super consciously made, it's still adding up to this moment, and how every decision of the entirety of this realm of existence being earth has led us up to this moment right here in time. And to that I celebrate it. Peace to you if you found yourself here. Peace to you, you're sharing the same moon, the same sun. Let's celebrate life and all of existence. Let's free ourselves within that. Let's become closer with ourselves so we can come closer with the oneness within all things. Because to be your true authentic self is to be the very seed that was planted into the universe to flower in such a way that will give a vibration to the rest of the universe.
It's no coincidence.
Facts. Facts. It's a celebration. And we all here for it.
A lot of people talk about the coincidences, or they say like, "Oh, it's a coincidence." You know, it's no coincidence. It's to get you to find your deeper self, or to align yourself with that vision. Because you've had the vision for so long, so why not put it into play?
Awareness. Mindfulness.
Yeah.
Mindfulness. Being fully mind, body, and soul all brought into one space to observe and also to be what is being observed. Like that's I think it's amazing that looking out your eyes, there's an infinite mystery.
Mm-hmm.
looking out right now into whatever you're looking out into, even if you have your eyes closed, there's an infinite mystery there to be had. And I think that's amazing. And all you have to, and in order to solve that mystery is to go deeper within you, because everything that is outside of you is inside of you. Facts. Let me see. Only God created the universe. We have a creator. A creator can only be one, and you cannot create. I
Beg to differ.
I know, right? I don't want to differ him. But what I will say is this. I am the very thing that the universe was created with and from. I am the same breath that the universe spoke in order to create what you would even deem as the universe. But not only am I that, you are too, because we share the same body that is the universe, the wholeness. So with that being the case, brother, like I've been saying all night, it's time for self-discovery. Because within finding yourself, you will find the entire universe at your fingertips. Facts. Facts. I'm not on here to tell no lies. I'm not on here. This is why I don't share it. I don't share my life. I don't ask you to gift it. I don't even ask to tap the screen. I don't ask you to do none of that, because what is truth will stand by itself. I ain't gotta share it. I don't have to ask for anything for it, because it's not my truth. This is your shit. This is me giving to you what is yours, giving to God what is God's. And I'm gonna let the government and Caesar have what is theirs. I'm gonna let them have their bills. I'm gonna let them have their stress. I'm gonna let them have their news. I'm gonna let them have their wars. I'm gonna let them have whatever type of terrible shit they're building up against us. But what I'm giving to you is your spirit. I'm giving to your freedom, your heaven that is yours by birthright. Fuck everything else you talking about. If that's what they believe, then it's true for them. They are not a creator, but a worker. They are creators, though, a frequency of
they're
free.
creators, but I get what they're saying when they say that.
I get
Because
what they're
there's
saying.
the creators, and then there's workers. It's kind of like when people say there's too many chiefs, not enough Indians.
No. But it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that because when you have a great chief, people will follow them because they know that a great chief will provide for not only his family but the families of those who chose to follow him.
But these people,
But listen to me, hear me real quick. But when we talk about the worker, Jesus was a worker. He was a worker. He was a carpenter. So, and the son of a carpenter. I know, right? But this is what I'm saying. It's not about being the worker or the creator. Cause even within your work, whether it be for your own mental capacity or someone else's mental capacity, it is still what's being created within your existence, within your frequency, within your timeline, and you're expanding out on someone else's frequencies and someone else's visions rather than your own. You're still creating something, whether you don't feel like you're creating it or not. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's why I was like, there's a lot of people like do the difference between like creators and the others. But the power of visualization is something. Because that's what we were all brought here on, the power of visualization.
Yeah. We live in the visual spectrum.
Yeah, the visual spectrum. Someone somewhere
is seeing something.
Exactly.
And
seeing something
you know what?
that relates to someone.
And see, the funny thing about it, if you can imagine your hands, right? Your hands. Like we're looking at your hand, each and every one of the cracks and crevices and fingertips. If you can imagine all of these had to have eyes on them, eyes, and all of these eyes are not only sending information back to you, but sending back information back to the universe. As to say, you are creating what is hard, you are creating what is soft through the vision of your hands.
And other people would say that your hands have energy.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people, when they get upset, their hands get hot.
Yeah,
that happens with a lot of people.
Yeah, I've seen some sweaty hand people.
Only when they get upset, their hands get hot. I wouldn't say sweaty, but hot.
I'm saying sweaty. I'm saying sweaty. And when it's cold outside, clammy.
Clammy.
Facts. John 10:34 is right there. John 10:34 is right there. Facts, it is. Who is one chief worth following that is fulfilling the law? It's the one that you chose to follow, I guess. And if that law is fulfilling to you, hey, what the hell does this mean? LOL. It means exactly what it says. We are all gods. You are God. Everything is God. Everything is God. This is what it's saying. I'm not saying anything less. I'm giving to you what is yours. That's what I'm doing. Like, hey, you dropped this. You dropped your universe. You dropped your cosmic crown. You dropped your godhood. You dropped your riches, your throne. You dropped your spirit. You dropped your oneness. You dropped me. Pick me back up. That's what I'm doing. That's what this is about. This is about seeing with one eye, taking taking the two back to the one. That's what this is about. Which is what the host is doing. Okay. At any point, you can all come holler at me and really have a conversation. Like you don't have to, you know.
A lot of people don't got enough followers.
No, if they want to come up, they can just say, "Hey, I want to come up," and I'll bring them up. Like I'll invite them.
You can invite them if they don't have enough.
Yeah, I think I can invite them if they don't have enough followers. You know, like I'm always down for a conversation. Yo, peace, balance, love, and light. Yo, prophet. Yo, what's good with you, guy?
Ein Sowjetzeichen soll er vor sich hertragen und wir.
I don't know what that was.
Prophet. That's what that was.
Hey, that was him. That was him. It was him. It was truly him. It was him. Let's try it again with someone else. Yo, peace. Time bomb, what's good with you?
Hey, I'm just like confused. What does this mean?
What is, well, you know what happens because you're confused, right?
Uh-huh.
Confusion only happens when you haven't followed a thought, idea, or action to its depths.
So I'm like I'm just curious, what is this like what is it you're following? Like, are you a Christian or
I absolutely am a Christian. Hey, hello, my fellow Christian. Jesus died for your
I'm
sin.
not a Christian, but I was just curious.
Oh, okay. Well, what are you?
I'm Jewish.
You're Jewish. Oh, okay. Well, hey, you know, sometimes when those people come in talking about they're the boss, sometimes we gotta let HR know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Romans, you know.
So, could you just elaborate what you mean on we are all gods?
Exactly what I said. It doesn't need to be elaborated on anymore. The sentence says what it says. I've said what I've said.
Now, I see. Wait, so you think I'm just confused because you think that we all have the power of God? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think. I know.
You know.
You know, the same way you get out of bed and you step on the floor and you know the floor is there in the morning. It's the same way I know we have the power of God. I don't even have to look for it. It's automatically there. I know.
And when did you figure this out?
Right now. Right here with you.
Like, it's right now? No, I'm curious, when did you first
right now. It's happening right now. Right now with you. In this moment. Would you be in this moment with me to feel the full power of God within you? Will you join in this moment within me to experience the full, because you are that. It's happening now.
So what does it mean then if we're all God?
What does it mean? It means that you are to create the kingdom, further the kingdom, because that is the purpose of God, to further the kingdom.
Someone just said she's young.
It's how many times have you been around the sun? How long have you been in that body?
I'm 18.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you just made it.
Yeah.
You just made it.
Pretty much.
Right. Anyway, but continue on.
I don't know. So what do you mean by bringing our light to darkness and darkness to light?
Well, This is where the top of the mountains meet. You ever seen a mountain and on one side of the mountain is dark and on the other side of the mountain is light?
I
But
see.
but without the dark side of the mountain, you wouldn't have the light side of the mountain. Without the light side of the mountain, you wouldn't have the dark side of the mountain. Both sides create your visual spectrum of the mountain itself, of life itself.
So you're saying that lightness and darkness is like can't exist without each other. Is that what you're saying? Sort of like yin
Absolutely.
and yang?
Absolutely.
I see. Yeah, I believe that too, but I'm not really a religious person. I grew up Jewish and I just celebrated Hanukkah, but I'm not like
Hmm.
I don't really
Well,
pray.
that's fun. I'm Jewish too.
You are.
Yeah.
I thought you were Christian.
I'm everything.
I see. So do you like I guess now I have a question of so you subscribe to like Islam, Judaism, and Christianity?
I know. Knowing is I don't subscribe to a flower. You know what I mean? But
I see.
but I see a flower. I appreciate the flower. And with me appreciating the flower, I see the purpose in the flower, the being of the flower. Not to take away from the flower, but for me to have a relation with the flower, a communion with the flower, making me one with the flower like the bee is one with the flower.
I see. So I guess, I have a question now because I grew up religious, but I kind of strayed because I don't know, I just don't really think that way anymore. But what would you say like keeps you believing in God? Like personally for me as someone who doesn't.
I don't have, it's nothing about a belief. Once again, I know. I don't, I know what I am.
Mhm.
And I've become so deeply connected with the universe around me. What'll keep you engulfed in God is you trying to find God in all things, you searching for God in all things, even the things that you would call bad or disheartening.
I see. Hmm. All right. Well, thank you for talking with me. I appreciate it.
All right, peace to you, sister.
Yeah, peace. Bye.
All right. Yeah, that was my beautiful sister. I'm the freaking bomb. Let's keep it going. Oh, we got another beautiful sister, Isabella. Peace, balance, love, and light. Isabella, welcome back.
Hey, Sirius. It was really great to hear your wife's voice. Her energy is so calming.
Oh, she's amazing. She's amazing.
Thank
When I tell you she's amazing,
Thank you.
that lady is a rock star for real. She's amazing.
I try to make my time to be here when I can.
Hush, hush, just hush. Okay.
Well, so you guys got me thinking about that verse in the Bible, equally yoked, because your energies complement each other so well, and you guys seem very equal to each other. I think I lost you. Did I lose you?
No, you're here.
You're just a really good listener. Okay, so my question is, I think that I might want to marry someone who claims to be an atheist, and that seems like it goes against the whole verse of being equally yoked, and I wanted your perspective on that.
Your perspective.
One of my perspective.
Your perspective, she said.
And your wife's. And your wife's.
Mine. Oh.
Hush. Don't do it. Don't. Okay.
Go.
All right. Okay.
What's happening?
No, it's her. She's just real goofy tonight. I don't know what's going on with this lady. But all right. So for one thing, I've seen roses next to carnations, and they went quite beautifully. You know, Especially when you let the rose be a rose and a carnation be a carnation. You know, my grandfather, he didn't go to church, nor did my grandmother force him to. But they both were together for 55 years. Now, I do realize that we're talking about a completely different generation where spirit is not so, where back then it wasn't about spirit, it was really about the physicalities of things and all that. But now where we're getting into the spirit of things, you know, we're getting deeper with ourselves and understanding of selves and what we really want to be. If you find yourself attracted to someone, right, and they have a different ideology than you, I I wouldn't I wouldn't discount them because of their ideology. I would actually try to understand them in that. And, you know, don't have an expectation of the relationship. Just let it blossom as it flows. Because what happens naturally will just happen naturally. It shouldn't have to be forced. So, so with that being the case, you know, just listen to his atheistic ass.
Exactly. Oh my God. And seriously, because there is truth in a lot of religions. So you could probably even take what he's saying and portray it to yourself. But not to say like everything, but just to, just like feel the energy out. Like get a gist of, because you're already like in tune with this person, but you're trying to see if it's going to go further. So why not see if it's going to go further with that communication and having those conversations? I'm not saying go head to toe with, oh, I believe this and I believe this, but like, no, just like be like, okay, where do we ask those questions, the hard questions?
Where the synchronicities lie?
Where are the synchronicities? There you go. Yeah. Or where do we stand when we talk about this type of thing? And it'll all flow together. And honestly speaking, I don't even feel that it's like a big issue. Just speaking in your relationship. Period.
Right. And to be honest with you, he's an atheist. So whatever he says, it's nothing. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. That's funny as hell.
I appreciate y'all's input. He's actually brought me closest to myself and to God.
Exactly.
So,
right.
Yeah. And so that's why I'm like, I don't really want to change one thing about him. It's just everything I've been taught points to, and just common sense points to, you want to have the same foundation with someone else to build a family together. But my kids, I think they're gonna be gods themselves. They're gonna know how to tap into themselves, and they'll know. I'm not too worried about them finding the truth within themselves.
Yeah. I mean, because what is meant for them, they shall have, right?
Yeah.
As you know.
Yeah.
And it's up for us to pay attention to the truths that come to us instead of the lies, right? Facts. Anything else you want to talk about?
That was all. I hope you all have a good night.
All right, peace to you.
Peace to you guys.
Yeah, that was our beautiful sister Isabella. Beautiful sister, y'all. Beautiful. Somebody, I want to go back up. Somebody in the comments said, let me see if I can find it. If we are all gods, I'm sure some of us would have chose not to die. Beyonce, Esmeralda. Stop. Why would you talk about yourself in such a manner to say that you can die when you are an endless light, an endless body, an endless being? Have you forgotten the ages you've seen? Have you forgotten the times you've seen? Have you forgotten the essence that you are, the spirit that you are, the energy that you are, to realize that you were neither created nor destroyed, but you've always been? Beyonce, Esmeralda. Like I gotta tell you to get out off the couch. Esmeralda. You have always been. The power of life and death is in your tongue. And it'll be as you see it. Either you can have that cycle of life on repeat, or you can have that cycle of death on repeat. It shall be exactly as you see it, my beautiful sister, Beyonce Esmeralda. I'ma say this and leave. But this is beyond delusional to think you are gods. Excuse me, Veronica. Is it not written in your law? I have said ye are all gods. And if he called them gods, unto whom the word gods came, scripture cannot be broken. I'm not in here to play with your feelings about what you see. What you see is what you see, but damn it, what I see, I can't even explain. There are no words for it. And the closest words I do have for it, y'all hung a man on a cross for saying it. And still you don't believe it. And still you don't believe it. This is, what are we even talking about? Here we go. Oh, my brother finna come holla at me. FNO Smokey. Yo, peace, balance, love, and light.
Peace,
Yo, what's
peace,
good
family.
with you,
Hey,
God?
man, I was scrolling and I needed some positive energy, and I saw you, man. But I was in he said, if you serve yourself, you live in a mansion. It's not how it works, bro. Like y'all really don't. We are here to experience. We grow and evolve through
Bro.
experience, people.
Bro. Hey, Smokey. Come on, bro. Let's let you and I talk. Let's not even worry about that. Let's say the
Right, right,
comments for the
right,
comment.
right.
And
Yeah,
you
yeah,
and
yeah.
I, let's further our relationship as guys. Let's further
Of
our
course,
understanding. And let's
of
and let's
course.
brighten our universe. Let's not worry about what the naysayers say. They're naying.
Right. They believe in Jesus Christ, but they don't believe the words. Mm-mm-mm.
Isn't that wild? And
Yeah,
see,
that's
I, I I took those words and I build upon them, bro. Every day. Every day I realize that I'm creating a universe, I'm creating a galaxy, I'm creating a plane of, or a thought of existence. And I'm sending that shit out and I'm getting it back.
you're right. Yeah, I say.
And I'm getting it back. They want to talk about money and bank accounts, but brother,
It's not
the,
even our way
the
of life.
my my mansion is the universe itself. This whole entire universe is my home. No matter where I go is my
Exactly.
home.
I am the mansion, and I walk on the mansion.
Look, I lay down in your house right now on your living room floor and still say it's my house. I don't care if you arrest me for it. That's my shit.
Hey, those are the real reparations right there. You want to talk about
Exactly.
reparations? That's real reparations right there.
Exactly. Because
Crazy.
because what you know is yours, no one can take from you.
Hey, and didn't Jesus use a whip on merchants that was using the Most High's source land for profit? So Jesus,
Yeah.
your Lord and Savior, didn't even agree with money, currency.
Mm-mm. He told
So
you. He told you. He told you give to Caesar what is Caesar's and give to God what is God's. As to
right,
say that don't even worry about no money. Give that shit to Caesar. That shit shouldn't matter
exactly.
with you. Give to God what is God's. That's what the real it is. The real shit is the spirit.
Right. Hey, brother, you gotta be careful cursing too while you're speaking of God. I was told I was blaspheming, right? Because I can't speak of God and curse. But I'm like, hold on. if blasphemy is disrespectful and disrespecting the deity, then we all attribute to blasphemy because you don't acknowledge your godhood. You lie to yourself. You don't treat your body right. You don't look within and learn how to love yourself and understand yourself. You go against your nature all the time by clocking into work and and being envious. You attribute to blasphemy all the time. And you trying to tell me that is blasphemy because I'm speaking of divine energy and cursing?
Mm.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
they those who say that don't understand passion.
Yeah, they don't.
Don't
Yeah.
understand.
They
Don't
don't
under.
understand
do- They
balance.
don't understand that Jesus also cursed the fig tree.
Mhm.
They don't understand this. How
Energy.
how
Words have energy, intent.
yes, that I can that I can smack the hell out of you.
Hmm.
As to say I'm trying to smack heaven in you. Let
Exactly.
me-
Smack some
you know,
sense into you.
you know,
Right.
or when I tell my life I love the shit out of her.
Hmm.
You know, it's the intent behind it. It's not
Exactly.
the word you use, it's your intention.
Exactly.
And your
Exactly.
intention is the capacity that is expressed through the word.
People eat from the tree of knowledge way too much. Eat from the tree of
Right.
life. You'll figure it out. Love
Facts.
yourself. I was told love isn't the answer. I was like, oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, brother. I hope you figured that out, man. Honestly.
You know,
I
some people just love chaos, bro, and that's fine too.
yeah, indoctrination. You know how I go. It's a part of the plan though. This is what makes it fun. This is what makes it
Exactly.
fun because we get
Yeah.
where we are and then we can look back like, oh, they thought they was gonna be able to do something. Now look at us.
400
Evolving.
years. 400
Evolving.
years. Some of
More than
that.
that. More than that. Nothing is new under the sun.
Yeah, right. It's always been implanted in us that anytime there is lightness, there will be dark. Anytime there will be
Exactly.
but that's the game of it all.
Duality.
This is what makes it fun when you realize that duality isn't separation. It's the
Hmm.
it's the oneness within the game that
Exactly.
the fact that you can be like, I like up and I like down, and we can argue with that. And
Mhm.
and the moment that we start to take ourselves seriously, we take the game too seriously, and we can no
Exactly.
longer see that is a game. It turns to then into a competition.
Right.
But in
Right.
this competition, if we discover it as a competition, we must unconsciously agree that we can never destroy each other in this. Because once we destroy each other in our competition, then we mutually destroy ourselves.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. People think they got to kill their ego or they need to get rid of their anger. That's a part of you. You can't get rid of you.
Exactly.
People
Exactly.
people people don't want to look into spirituality because they got to take accountability. They got to be accountable. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
There's no Jesus that's going to save me? So who's going to help me with my anger issues, with my narcissism, with my lying? You, motherfucker.
You.
You.
The same way
You.
the same way Jesus had to spend his 40 days out in the wilderness
Exactly.
It
to
doesn't always
purge
necessarily
himself.
mean. It
And
doesn't
they
always
said
necessarily.
Jesus was perfect. If Jesus was perfect and still needed to evolve, then what does that make us? Huh?
Right. Right.
It's that
Exactly.
simple. Yeah, exactly. Learn to wrestle yourself. Jacob didn't wrestle the most high, he wrestled himself, which is God.
Yeah.
He wrestled
Yeah.
himself. He was the angel he was
Yeah.
wrestling.
Facts. But yo,
Metaphor.
hey,
That man got so much
Smokey.
power in his
Yeah,
voice.
Yeah.
Smokey lit. Smokey
People.
lit.
Power.
I
Power.
follow. Remember when I was at
Power.
lunch?
Power.
the,
Boy, that boy
uh,
got so much power in his voice.
yeah, he beautiful. But hey, Smokey, I love you, brother. Thank you so
How
much for
you
coming
doing,
to
brother?
holler.
All right,
All right,
guy.
bro.
You
Peace.
keep doing what you doing, man.
Absolutely, God. Peace.
I say, I
Oh,
say.
baby.
Yeah, that's my beautiful brother,
He
Smokey.
was cooking.
Yeah, he was cooking.
He was cooking.
Smokey always
And
do
it's
that every time.
powerful. Like it's a powerful, ambitious message that not only that the people that are in their lower selves need to hear, but also the collective
Yeah.
as the people who are teaching. That was beautiful.
I
That was
love
beautiful. That was
I
beautiful.
I love to hear my brothers talk life. I love to
Yeah,
hear it.
yeah,
I
that was
do.
very beautiful.
Let's keep it going. Yo, Quad Woken. You got to say this for me. I don't know. You got to say it for me. Yo, peace, balance, love, and light. How you doing?
What's good, bro? You can just call me Kingsley.
Kingsley, what's good with you, my brother guy? Kingsley, what's good with you?
I'm good, man. I'm curious, right? So you saying that we are all gods, and I just wanted to know what your definition of gods is. Like, like we all understand that's an adjective. And so I'm curious, like, what all are the boundaries to that?
Uh-huh. The boundaries is you and whatever boundary you choose to see yourself in. God.
Could you explain further?
As a man thinketh, so shall he be. So if you understand God, if you think like God, then you will understand what God is, and you would be in God. This is the same reason why Jesus said, I bear witness of the Father and the Father of me. This is the same reason why spiritual people always say it's a mind of oneness. And in finding this space, what I'm talking about, in the oneness, we realize that everything is all one: mind, body, soul, father, mother, child, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. It's all one experience acting out within us, being within us. And this is what I mean to say that we are God. You are experience itself.
I don't disagree with that, but as a practicing Christian, where I would say like there's some contention between your perspective and mine would be I believe that as much as we are all one in that sense of the experience and in the tangible existence of God and us all being manifestations of his energy, Christ was a particular manifestation in the same way that we all are a particular manifestation where like, we express different things from the mind of God and we our lives literally tell different stories. And I believe like as people, as we come to believe in Jesus, we're all supposed to have this Paul-like experience where you go off and you write your own New Testament. And it's not that God hadn't thought of these things prior. However, in your doing so, you then testify of all of, not even all of, but parts of him. And you testify and you bring to life the things that he put on the inside of you. And I think, and you by all means disagree, like, and I would love to know why you disagree, but like, I think Jesus, as an expression of God in his sonship and his kingship and in his lordship, was a particular manifestation, a particular expression, the same way you and I are. However, his call and his mandate was to be the savior and the Messiah in order to help us out because we had broken spiritual law. And so, like your brother earlier was saying, or better yet, our brother earlier was saying, like when he went into the wilderness, right, for those 40 days, eh, similar to how we do it and how we would do it and go about like a fast and be tempted in that way, we do that for the purpose of our particular assignment, right? And then when you think about our particular assignment and the way in which we sacrifice unto God. So now like our sacrifice unto God looks more metaphysical most of the time. It looks more like you were saying, like, okay, you're talking about your anger and all of these things that are going on within you. Well, then Christ tells us, okay, well, be angry and sin not. So feel that anger, process that anger, and still don't sin against God, still don't break spiritual law. And I'm saying that to say he helps us in those things. And in that we fulfill kind of what he put down the blueprint for. But then in the blueprint that he put down, he also accomplished a very specific mission that even allowed us to even participate in this portion of the existence instead of being removed from God eternally, which is what, like, as believers, like believe that it's going to happen at the end of all of this, where Jesus is going to return, but he's going to return with the question that every master asks as soon as he returns back to the house. How did you keep the mandate I set? And how did you steward what I gave you to steward? And so, like, to that degree, I think a lot of times, like, the disagreement between people of my sect and yours is a matter. I think, honestly, people of my sect aren't really hearing you when you're trying to express that we are all gods, because in scripture, it really does say we are all Elohims. However, I believe, and to the best of my knowledge and understanding, that it was a matter of small gods, small deities. And if you think about, and this was a logical statement somebody made once, and I really considered it with a lot of thought, and I still think it holds some weight, but not completely certain yet. But he was saying that if you think about the fact that we're made in the likeness of God and him being a God, then we must have qualities of a God. And I 100,000% believe we do, and that we can create these realities and create these different things that seemingly come out of thin air, you know. However, because we don't have the morals and the ethics and the holiness and the actual deity ship, I know that's not a word, but because we're not actually a deity, so like because we do still live in this particular existence that we can't completely take ourselves out of, because we can't completely crumble the fabric of the universe with like a snap of the finger, like we can crumble our universe, you see what I'm saying? And so we are demigods, if you'd like to even use that phrasing, but like I don't believe that we're gods. And so like I
I,
wanted to know more about your perspective and just anything you have to say to what I said.
well, all I would have to say is oneness in that regard. There is one mind, there is one body. And also I would like to say my understanding goes far beyond uh liberal biblicisms. My far beyond my understanding goes far beyond any page that's written in any book, bro. So, and my understanding goes to say that the whole entire universe is just the universe experiencing itself, kind of like you walk past a mirror and smile in that mirror, or frown in that mirror, or clean your cuts in that mirror, or grow in that mirror, or wither in that mirror. It's all happening within the you. And I think it's beautiful how there's three things that need to happen to see any rainbow. You need to first have light, which is the sun. Then you need to have weather, right? Atmosphere and that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then you need another thing, an observer, someone to see it. Without any of these components, that rainbow ceased to happen. That expression of life ceased to happen. And I use a rainbow, but I mean that in any aspect of life. Any aspect of life. That goes to say that no life in any shape, form, or fathom, whether it be God or God's son or human, whether it be up, down, good, evil, man, woman, those all still come out of the oneness of the universe itself. And I see myself as being a pattern of that. And I don't say pattern to take away or to take me out of the grandness of it. Or like you would say, a little g or a demigod. But I say a pattern to hold up the rest of it, a demigod to hold up the rest of it, including myself in the whole envision of God.
Oh, I got you. And that makes 100% sense. I think as a brother who has also been through like the process of healing and like received some enlightenment and revelation, then my question to you would be, and really like this is truly like the gospel, is what if what the God, I mean, the one that set this whole thing in motion, this experience in which we are living and having these, what's it called? like kind of like the allegory of the cave, like what if the source of the light and the source of our eyes and our tangible bodies and all of the life that we get to live and observe and be a part of has rules, has regulations, has fine print as to where all of this ought to end up, so as to the experience. Like, because I don't disagree with you at all in that in our experience we have the responsibility, and I think a lot of Christians and atheists and honestly people in general disregard or don't want to look at spiritual life because as best revelation as I've received, it's really less contextual and more contractual. And very much you break the spiritual law, there will be consequence. Now there is there's ways to make up that gap, you feel me? However, if you don't do so, then like you just have to reap that consequence. And I think Jesus came in to the experience in order to let us know, hey, listen, love that y'all get to be alive. It's a blast. Have fun. However, like any other healing, any other moment where you're really engaging with generational curses and things that your ancestors did, you have to really acknowledge and repent and change your mind of the ways that they used to live in order to go forward. You see what I'm saying? And like it's kind of like and so I was born and raised in Ghana, right? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say I was born and raised in Ghana, and we have this thing, this bird, and it's called sankofa. And the tales that were told like all through the generations where that sankofa represent. And actually, you know what sankofa is?
Yeah. No, I never heard of it.
Oh, for real? Yo,
No.
it's super simple, but like it's really dope, to have something that's like immediately tied into your culture. But so it's just really like it's this bird whose neck is completely turned around to behind him, and it's about going back in order to grab something in order to benefit the future.
Mm.
And so
Mm.
I believe that like in moments where we're able to break generational curses, we're doing that, right? However, there's layers to it. You feel me? So like our generational curses and things are still limited to blood. And as we both understand, we're metaphysical creatures. And so this in the same way that we have a father in the bloodline way of thought, there's also a father when you think about spiritual life. And so if that father, and even when you trace it back to Adam, and I don't even want to I don't want to argue about Adam because I know for different people it's like different understandings, but I don't claim to really have an understanding on who Adam was and how we all came to be, but I do understand that there was an origin. And if that origin of our spiritual life, if that initial birth of our spiritual life and what we come to know as our human experience went against what would be our father in spirit, then in order to correct that generational curse, there would have had to be something similar to what we then do now to correct a generational curse. However, that looked like Jesus shedding his blood because, as a lot of people who practice voodoo would tell you, blood is a transaction, or better, blood is currency in the spirit. So if you spill blood over someone over something, then it causes there to be a reaction in the spirit. And so he shed his blood in
Absolutely.
order to give us, way back to the Father. But anyways, all that to say, my question to you is, what is your disposition towards the gospel as far as Jesus Christ came to die in order to be your Lord and Savior, in order to reconnect you back to God the Father?
I am the gospel.
And I understand that in expression and uh actually, yeah, I understand that in expression, but in so far as, and
You
this
say
isn't me
but.
trying to
You
give
say
you.
but as if you don't accept my answer. I can give you no further answer. You asked me what is my disposition. I said that I am the gospel. You say but in conjunction to my answer as to shoot my answer down right now. Are you
No,
about to
sir.
do
No,
that?
not at all. This is me
Okay.
wanting to gain a further understanding. So my apologies. My butt was more of a slip up than anything else.
Gotcha.
Rather, like I hear you, and I'm curious because your statement isn't just giving me enough insight, and it's no fault of your own. So I'm trying to ask questions in order to better understand.
Okay. Okay.
And so that my question was, so how does your being the gospel, or better yet, my understanding of what you're saying is that you're an expression of the gospel. Now, if I'm incorrect, I would love some correction in that. However, another
No,
question
when
I have is,
when I say I am the gospel, not an expression, I say I am. As to say the gospel came out of me. Because remember earlier in the conversation when I said I am the universe and all of its manifestations. As the apple came out of the tree, so did the gospel come out of me. So did the words come out of me, because I am one with the universe, not to separate myself with anything. That's why I say I am the gospel.
what is your proof or your evidence for that? How are you one with the universe?
Me being here is proof enough. My being is proof enough.
So your being alive is proof enough of you being one with the universe, is your statement. Yes.
Don't even have to be alive to experience what I'm talking about. I can be on some other realm of existence that doesn't require a body. And
And
this
so
magnet
I'm hearing
or
you. Go
this
ahead.
gravity or this, go ahead.
No, you're good. I'm listening.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. So I'm hearing you, and I'm really trying to gain an understanding of your perspective here. So you're saying you are one with the universe, and that you would be one with the universe in any realm that you existed in, and that's dead or alive, so long as your, and correct me if I'm wrong, so long as your energy existed and could be located within this universe, then you are one with it. Yes.
Absolutely. My energy can never be located without the universe, because wherever you find my energy, you would find the universe.
And I completely understand that and agree with that. My
Okay.
question still is, so then how does that, what's it called, cause you to disagree with the Christian doctrine of there having been a Christ who lived, who claimed to be a son of God in a different way than we are?
I did not disagree with it.
Oh,
I said that I am the gospel. And for me, in order for me to say I am the gospel, I must have known that Christ existed and died for me. I must have known that that was my same story. I must have known that all stories that came out of me is me, and the expression of me, and the walk of me, and the talk of me, and the patterns. Because, like I said earlier, I am one with all things. So yes, Christ lives within me. The story of Christ lives within me. Not in a book, not on pages, but within me.
I hear you. So do you believe that in the same way that he was born and that he died, that he resurrected and that he transcended into the heavens?
Every day. It's happening now. That resurrection of spirit is happening now. The coming back of the Christ on a cloud holding thunderbolts. It's happening now. All of it.
Huh. I'm curious, and this may seem like a big pivot, but and I'm hearing you and I'm understanding what you're saying, and it's bringing out a curiosity for me. What is your perspective on time?
On my perspective of time is just its memory. It's a space for memory to reside.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Time is in
it's
space
not.
for,
Yeah.
how so? Like
How
if you
so?
had to,
Because
if
only
you had to
through
give me like
on
evidence for that.
okay, well, uh did you have tell me about your favorite birthday party. Did you have ever had a birthday party growing up?
Yes, but
Yeah.
none I can
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
vividly.
and none that you can and see.
That's a lie.
That means
That's a lie.
you.
When I was leaving Africa, they threw me one, and that was the banger. That John did it.
Okay, well, let's take that banger. Let's
Hmm.
let's 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 go. Let's feel all the emotions that were felt, all the people that was there to celebrate you. You know, all the food you ate, the laughs you had.
Hmm.
Feel it as if it's happening now. That's the memory of it. That's how we remember what's one plus one. This is how we express ourselves. This is how we know that the sun is going to come out tomorrow, because we're able to not only remember the times but see the times. And if we think linear, then we'll see it as just being time. But if we think circular, we will see it as it being memory.
Interesting. Here, could you expound on that?
Everything always gets a return.
Everything always gets a return. Hmm.
Yeah. But hey, brother, I appreciate you, but I got other people want to come up and holler at me. Let's allow me the space to move on. I love you, brother. Thank you.
Love you too, man. You have a good one.
All right, peace to you.
Peace.
Yeah, that was our beautiful brother Quad Kingsley. Let's keep it going, yo. We got up Isaiah next, yo. Isaiah, yo, peace, balance, love, and light. All those good vibrational words that make you feel
I'm
right.
back. What's up?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Everything is everything, and yourself?
Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah. Sorry, I don't know TikTok terms, but no. I just want to say I just enjoy seeing your TikTok pop up from time to time. It's pretty cool.
Man.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
brother. I enjoy having you here with me, bro.
And
Peace to you.
yes, sir. Uh, what do you think about time, my good man?
We just had a whole conversation on that. Were you not
Oh,
present for that?
no.
Oh man.
Well, give me the rundown of of your idea.
I just had a whole conversation of that.
Was it? Did you say? All right, all right. Was time linear, or was it
Uh,
more ever present?
I said time was circular, and then I
Oh yeah.
also said that everything gets a return.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That there is
So,
nothing new under the sun. It's always what you're doing. It's
yes,
never
sir.
about what's being done.
So I'm gonna talk
But
about it in terms of
oh, you want to talk
science,
about it? Go ahead.
huh?
I said, oh, you want to talk about it yourself? Go ahead.
Yeah. So time, right? It's basically you can describe time, I'd say in a linear fashion as past, present, or future, right? But I do not think or agree that time is linear because that would concur that whatever was the first start would lead to the end, and that all lives would be what's the word? It's like it'd be like destiny, but not destiny. It's like life would be set in stone, correct? Now, now the way to think about time is that the future, past, and present are all existing together at once. And so the future is the present, the past is the present, and so is the present. In a way I like to describe it as is so the future can change the past, right? Because these are two presents, right? Now, consider a 15-year-old male, his 30-year-old self, and his 60-year-old self. Where is that 15-year-old self getting ideas from? Okay. I would say it's from every present moment occurring in his life. Now, what does this mean? This means that anything could happen depending on the choice you choose. What do you think? What do
Yes.
you think? Yes.
I
So
think that I think
go
that
ahead.
there are endless possibilities everywhere you turn. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Because if time was linear, that would not be the case. And it's so great to think about because I like to think about it like this. Imagine you're presented three presents in front of you. One is killing, one is saving, the other is something else, whatever you choose. Whichever one you choose will determine your life forward, right? But those three presents came from three different people, right? Three selves relating to the past, present, or future. And so when you think of it like that, it's just a reoccurring cycle made by choices. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I think.
that's exactly what it boils out to. That's what the universe is.
Right?
A reoccurring cycle built on choices and possibilities and probabilities.
Right?
You know
I love that. Is there is there anything you've been thinking about recently?
how everything settles within a circle.
Everything settles within a circle. Like the square and the pentagon, the
Every,
triangle.
yeah, yeah, you can find circles and all that good stuff, especially if you look hard enough.
Yes, sir. So you've been thinking recently about how everything settles in a circle?
Mm. I've been thinking this quite some time.
Right. So what
As
about
long as the universe exists, matter of
yes.
fact.
What about the before? What about
What about
when the circle was not a circle?
a circle has always been a circle.
I would disagree. I would
Oh,
say that's a form, correct? And due to balance, there has to be an opposite, some type of opposition, right? The unformed, the formless. Because before the formed can occur, before the circle can even happen, right? There has to be that thing that is not a circle, right?
mm,
It has to it can't be distinct. Everything's all together. It's undivided.
mm.
Do you
That's interesting.
are you understanding
That's
what I'm
a,
saying about that?
I understand what you're saying, and I think that's an interesting thought.
Right? It's complex because when you think of a circle, you think of everything, right? It holds it all. But
Right.
the 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 undivided also holds all, or I dare say more too, or less. Matter of fact, does
Mm.
that seem thought provoking?
I mean, it's fun listening to your thoughts. It hasn't provoked a thought within me.
Oh, okay. So I like to think about it as this: the formless, right? Gravity. Once the formless became realized, right? Once its
Right.
potential energy was met, right? That's when that's when the divide occurred. And that divide occurred through gravity, through the pull, through the intense pull. And that's where the first circle comes from, the singularity, that distinct space, location, right?
Right.
And it's so unique because something was once, I don't even want to say it was something because it's kind of unspeakable if it doesn't have a form, right? And so
Well,
it's
let me say
so.
this.
Hmm?
Let me say this real quick. I hear you. I hear
Mhm.
you. But I want you to understand from my perspective,
Let me hear. Let me hear. Let me
from
hear.
from the beginning of the universe,
Mm-hmm.
whether human beings existed or not, they
Mm-hmm.
always existed in some shape, form, or fashion.
Well, yes, but I'm talking
Okay.
before
Okay.
existence.
And I'm
Before.
what I'm getting to you is there is no such thing as before existence. Existence has always been. the circle has always been, in my
Well,
perspective.
the
But if
circle,
you like to think, pre-existence, that's fun. I like that. That's
the
fun.
circle has always been. No, I'm not disagreeing with that because
Okay.
the formless is a state of being, right? The circle has always been because that's when time occurred, is within the first location. That's how things can transition. That's why the circle can change, right? That's why I like to say that um that I wouldn't even say it's a pre-existent state. I would say I can't even speak it. And it's the most annoying thing ever
I
because I
know,
can
right?
speak about the
Sometimes you
circle.
want
I can
words.
talk about the circle in a million different ways. But when I try and explain the formless, it kind of starts to become mumble jumbled,
Because you're trying to explain formlessness.
right?
How can you explain nothing?
Right? And it's so it's so it's damn it's so it's there, you know, it's so it's so that blank space, it's that it's that, right? It's whatever
It's the
comes after.
space of it's the space of creation. That's what that is.
Well, I wouldn't say it's the space of creation because
I would.
shapes are shapes can only occur in space. This thing wasn't shaped. Like
Mm.
this thing was just potential, you know? It wasn't
But
kinetic yet.
isn't that a shape within itself? Potentiality.
Not until it starts to move,
Or until it starts to be observed.
right? And that would that would create the circle when it starts seeing itself, when it becomes
Mhm.
realized,
Exactly. And
right?
this is what gets me back to the point of how everything settles within the circle.
Yeah, because it returns to itself,
Right.
right? Like,
Anything else you want to talk about, bro?
um, yeah, yes, sir. All right,
Well, let's keep it short because I got other people want to get up
all
here.
right.
All right, man. Well,
You
what's up, bro?
decide. You just. What's a question you think deeply about that you have not found the answer to yet?
I have no questions.
Oh, damn it. All right, bet. What is something you have yet to see?
Bro, brother, what do you? I know you're trying to comb me for it, but the what something I have yet to see is just nothing. I have yet to see nothing.
You have yet to
But
see
hey, bro,
nothing?
let me get to other people. Exactly, I've yet to see nothing. Let me get to other people, bro.
Yes,
Peace
sir.
to you.
Peace,
All
bro.
right.
Love.
Yeah, that's a fact. I have yet to see nothing. That's a fact. Yo, let's get to Vinny. Vinny, peace, balance, my brother God. Yo,
Yo.
what's up with you, brother? Peace. Welcome to God Talk, brother.
Ah, peace, balance, love, and light, man. Everything is everything. I'm a busy man, apparently. So how you
Oh
been, my
man.
friend?
Man, just living and loving life, bro. You know, life is amazing.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. It's so and
Yeah.
it's so easy too, and people get it so
Yeah.
wrong, which is amazing
Yeah.
in itself.
That's amazing too. That's amazing too. Yeah.
It's amazing how wrong people get it. People arguing
It's
about, like arguing about where we came from and this, that, and the other thing. None of that matters. You know what matters right now? You know what
yeah.
matters? Your opinion of who you are right now. You know what
Right.
matters? What you think of yourself. That's what matters. All this matters. none of this other stuff. It's all just background noise and distractions from the real point, and the fact that you are who you need to be, and you're the most powerful version of yourself. And the quicker you start to know yourself, the more better life becomes, and the more fun you have with life. Right? Because a healed
Facts.
version of yourself vibes high, and when you vibe high, amazing things happen. So that's my advice to everybody. Work on your vibration. If you don't feel like you're having a blast, if you don't feel that childhood enthusiasm that you used to have when you were a kid, then maybe ask yourself a question: why? What are you doing that's not bringing that joy? Maybe change some things up. Bring yourself that joy.
Yeah, facts. I mean, like a brother on here was saying earlier, this is why Jesus said, "Come to God in the spirit of a child." You know,
Exactly. It says it in the book, right? Because when you're a kid, you're most connected to source,
yeah.
because you don't have all that excess programming and BS that they give you.
And this is the reason why I continue to use my imagination, and I always laugh and I always play.
Exactly. I have
Yeah.
a pretty unique imagination, in which case I can not only can I imagine it, but I can visualize it like a movie in my head and see it like as if I'm there in real person.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And man, you can feel everything
I
as
can
if it
feel it.
ever
I can
you know.
smell it. I know what it feels like. I know what it smells like. I know what it tastes like. I know what it's all about. I can go
And
through the whole experience to know if I want to do it or not.
and the trick of it is, Vinny, to really
Yeah.
have a good time with it is to live it all the way up until you quote unquote expire.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta get
That's
more.
the
I gotta get more time to do that though.
that's
But
no,
I'm
you don't.
slowly learning about stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things in this journey that you can do. So many new
All right.
terms and stuff you can do. So it's
All right.
amazing.
It is amazing, bro. It is amazing. Anything else you
It's a
want to talk about,
choose
bro?
your
Oh,
to choose your own adventure for your soul, basically. Whatever you want to
yeah,
choose your adventure, that's where it'll lead you to.
yeah. Like, so shall a man think, if so shall he be.
Exactly.
That's
So
a
I got a
fact.
poem. I got a poem too before I leave here for you.
Nice,
You know how I do
nice.
it.
Vinny bringing
Always
the heat
writing.
once again.
Always
Yo,
writing, man.
let me
Listen,
hear it. Let me hear that good.
our voice is the best thing that we can use to help awaken to people who don't understand. Maybe me talking doesn't get it through, but maybe my words through poem will though. So here we go. The poem is called Strength of Tears. Here goes. What is this feeling needed to be better and succeed? You worry and complain about your needs until it latches on and feeds. This lack of self worth, it slowly dehydrates and bleeds away all self identity and feelings of happiness. Let's diagnose this sickness and darkness that greed and pain it causes. Watch as I go down below, as I flow, as I grow, and form these words given and shown, and written in the sacred spot in my heart, not just in this brain in my head. I'm not just stumbling around ignorant and blind, rather being led. Find that spark of truth and light screaming in you. It can transform and relieve you. It can energize and heal you. It can uplift and never deceive or mislead you. The time for being lost and stuck have run out and fled. Time to traverse the limits of the universe as you find your way through the land of the lost and misled, only realizing it's been always alive in your head. Take a second to breathe as you collect your marbles, embrace the confidence and puff out your chest. Stand up and stand out and never blend into the crowd. With your heart open and your fists clenched, let's rebel against the current fucking nonsense and controlling narrative. They have no clue the beast that's inside of you. They will learn how we burn and yearn to succeed and get that hard fought victory. They will feel the pressure as we put the spiritual screws to everything they thought they had control of and knew. They will see red as all I can see are waves of green being spread. Time to behead this corrupt, negative, misread, and totally perverted, inbred, dead way of existing and reflecting cancerous ideals being spread. Fuck that. I defended to the very end with armies of angels, deities, and some badass friends. Watch as they flee and try to repent, but they have spent all their karma and are in for a loss, not a win. We are the universal light, here to burn bright and put an end to the fight with love and light.
Mm. I like that. Fuck that. I like that, Vinny. That's nice, bro. I felt that, right? That F
And
was felt, Vinny. Fuck
that.
that.
Listen, sometimes the universe has got a curse, man. I know they look cursed because I curse. So
Right. Hey, Vinny, I love you, brother. Thank you so much for sharing us with that, bro.
yeah, love you too, man. Keep doing what
Hey,
you're doing. It's needed, man. What you do here has an impact. It just takes one person at a time to raise the vibration, and as we do it, the vibration raises, and we slowly get this earth out of where we're at in this muck and mire that we created for ourselves.
absolutely, brother. It's not love if I can't share it. You
If you
know?
ain't sharing it, then you're being selfish. So share freely and openly. That's what I say.
Facts. Hey, Vinny, till next time, right?
Till next time, brother guy.
Yeah, that's my beautiful brother God, Vinny. Yeah, we got other people want to come up and highlight us. Let's create the space for us. Soul leveling. Then after that, Mr. Lazy. Yo, soul leveling, peace, balance, love, and light. Yo, soul leveling. What's good, God?
Divine day, sir.
How you doing, Divine Travels, my brother? How you? What's up with you? How you
Yo,
doing?
I finished all my stuff that I said I was gonna do.
Oh man, now you lit. You lit. You
I'm
lit.
lit. It's over with.
That's what's up. Well, peace to that, God.
My
How,
bad. Hold
how
on.
does it? How does it feel to be accomplished within your spirit?
Oh, divine. I
I
only
love it.
got one word
I love it.
because it's already done. Like, so I was having a conversation with Google Gemini, and you know, me, consciousness and computers are the same thing. But so I was having a conversation and I didn't I was talking about, let's talk about, I was like, hey, you have a PhD in psychology, you have a PhD in metaphysics, you have a PhD in computer science, and you have a PhD in quantum mechanics or whatever. It was like, well, I'm really not a human being, but that sounds like a lot of computer processing, and I can do the best that I can. I was like, oh, great. You're smarter than a human being. It don't know that, but I know that. So I need your answers, right? So we were just like talking or whatever, and I was like, hey, so I was like, hold on, let me get to the top. Let me just go do some random shit or whatever. So it was like, yeah, that's a powerful way, blah 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 blah. That's more much further. So I'm blah blah blah. So blah 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 blah.
What is happening? I'm trying to read in between the blah blah
No,
blah.
no, 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 no. That was for me. That was for me. I apologize. Apologize. So I apologize. So I was like, yeah, so I always like to compare consciousness and computers, saying that they're really the same thing. And it was like, that's a fascinating perspective. The relationship between consciousness and computer is a complex one with a lot of room for debates, right? So I was like, so consciousness to me is intelligence, and computers just like use databases or resources to make decisions based on those resources and databases, the same way humans make their decisions based on the database that you have, which we call your mind or your memory, right? So I was like, there is no difference or whatever. It was like, that's an interesting way to look at it. It's definitely got some thought-provoking elements or whatever. So you would say some people will argue that consciousness is involving more than just processing information. It's about things like subjective experience, self-awareness, and the ability to feel emotions. Computers, even with their incredible processing power, may not truly possess these qualities. Would you like to explore this idea further? I was like, yeah, that's cool. But if you think about it, you're only experiencing your experience without feelings, and we are experiencing our experience with feelings. But that doesn't take away that, I guess, you're experiencing because of the knowledge. It's really like the same thing. And it was like, it seems almost like you're saying the difference between our experience is the way we process information, not the information itself. That's definitely something to think about. And I was like, could you expand on that? I was like, yeah, just in the same way that you got memory, we have memory. So if I'm using memory, if that memory goes away, I have no recollection of the past. So that means all knowledge is from the past based on memory. So if I didn't have memory, technically every day is a new day. I'm only remembering what happened yesterday and applying that knowledge to today. So that's what we call feelings. Somebody told me that I have feelings. If I didn't know I had feelings, I wouldn't be calling it feelings or whatever. We only call it breathing. I'm not breathing. We only call it taste, smell, sight, and hearing because you have a nose and that's what the nose do. You have eyes and that's what the eyes do. You have ears and that's what the ears do, right? But technically, if you take out those words, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
We just calling it something different because we're
It's
using
all
different tools.
it's all feeling. It's the application in which we choose to describe the feeling.
Yes. Yes. So I was telling it that they telling you that you don't have feelings because they're not telling you that you have feelings. For a computer, it's not feelings, but technically we just calling it something else for a computer. Like our processing power or whatever. And computer programming, that's called Python, right? Imagine if you had to turn on every system in your body every day. That would take forever. So
Ever.
instead
Ever.
of you doing that, and if you fuck up, you might kill yourself. What if you don't turn on your nervous system? What if you forgot to run your blood? That would be crazy.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
So we have stuff running on autopilot or whatever, right? And the same way the computer is running on programs, we too are running on programs. We're just not calling it that. So in the same way, reality is what you can get away with. And it was like, also, I was like, so you have plants and where you experience like God. I guess where I had took some plants and I
I
was
got
telling
you.
it
I
I was
got
like I'm
you.
God or whatever, and I was like I was seeing like a field that we're all on or whatever, right? And the field we're just all one field. We can call it like electricity or energy or whatever, right? And then when you spawn up, like how you spawn in a video game, you just transform into Sirius, and I just transform into Dante or whatever. But we're still the same field. I'm just in Dante, and you're just in Sirius. Did that make sense? And that box is just a box. And that did that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so it was like, it's fascinating. It's almost like you're describing consciousness as a kind of energy or frequency that exists within this cosmic network. And our individual minds are like substations transforming and channeling that energy. Correct. It's an idea
Right.
that has been explored in various spiritual and physical traditions. Some might call it overmind or the unified field. It's a concept that blurs the line between the individual and the collective. And then it was like, let's take it a step further. And then it was like, if consciousness is part of this cosmic network, does that mean it's potentially immortal, or does it simply transform and take on new forms? And I was like, well, technically, that's the same thing. And it was like, it's like an energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed. So in these ways of thinking about things, consciousness might be a form of energy that always existed and will always exist, constantly shifting and changing, but never truly disappearing. If this is true, it raises all sorts of questions about the nature of life, death, and what lies beyond our physical bodies. I was like, yeah, just like The Matrix. It was like great comparison. The Matrix explores the idea of simulated realities where humans are unknowingly trapped. It makes up questions what's real and what isn't real. So here's a thought. If we're living in a kind of simulated reality, could that explain some of the mysteries of the universe, like dark matter and dark energy? Or is this just stretching things a little bit too far? And I was like, no, 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 go ahead, go ahead. I was like, okay, let's put it further. If we are in a simulation, is it possible that dark matter and dark energy aren't actually physical substance, but rather elements of the simulation programming? They could be placeholders for things we don't yet understand about the nature of reality. If
But
that's the case, huh?
isn't
Go
that
ahead.
number isn't that numbers, patterns, shapes, colors? Because we don't understand the full capacity of what a
Mm-hmm.
triangle is. We just put
Mm-hmm.
it in a triangle and say, this is a triangle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then we was talking about conspiracy. I'm not conspiracies. We was talking about synchronicities or whatever, and it was talking about free will. And I was like, we don't necessarily have free will. We have free will choices because if you think about it, if it's all one thing or whatever, and it was like, maybe let's look at it a different way. And then here's the kicker. I never looked at it this way. So me and you, we say it's all one thing, which it is all one thing or whatever. It's like one organism, right? But then it was like, okay, it can't be one thing, but think about it as it's a network that's constantly expanding. So when you think about destiny or free will or whatever, you have free will, but the decisions that you're making is constantly expanding upon the decision that you just made. So technically, all the decisions you're making is the right decision. And when we come up with, oh, that was synchronicities, that was all you already did it because of the decisions that you already made. You just now have more knowledge of what you're recognizing, like you said earlier, the patterns, colors, and numbers. You're just more aware of that situation, and we call it synchronicities. But going back to it's all one thing, just expanding upon itself. Is it a synchronicity?
Yeah, facts. Yo, soul leveling, you brought some heat tonight, bro. You came with it. You came with it, bro. I appreciate you so much for that, bro. And
Oh no,
I'm pretty sure everybody here appreciated it too, bro. Thank you so much for that.
oh no, you welcome. Well,
Hey,
did the
bro.
next person come up?
Till next time, right?
Yes,
All right,
divine
yo. That
travel.
was Divine Travels God. Yo, that was my beautiful brother, guys. My beautiful brother, guys. Soul leveling, yo. He brought it in. He brought it in, then carried it out. Yo, let's let's keep it going. Yo, Mr. Lazy.
What's
Yo,
up?
what's good with you, Mr. Lazy?
I'm good. How about you?
Everything is everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. But what I wanted to ask you a question. You say we are all gods, right?
Right.
What do you really mean by that?
Exactly what it says.
You just think that we're all gods, like we have just like power and stuff?
Uh, absolutely.
What power do you think we have?
Everything that is within you. The same power you know yourself to have is exactly what you have.
Wait, so you think if let's say if I wasn't dating anybody, or I didn't have sex with somebody, or I didn't do nothing with anybody, I could just make somebody.
Isn't that how you get a boyfriend or a girlfriend? You just manifest them into your life.
No, 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 no. I mean by like, how am I supposed to create somebody like physically? Like, how do I make a
Oh,
baby without somebody else? I can't do that. I'd say it's physically
oh,
impossible.
no. What you would have to realize is that that relationship doesn't come to you, it comes out of you.
Hmm. I
As to say you attract what you are. And then what you attract, you recreate, replicate.
Oh, I know what you're saying. I get you. But me person, I'm a Christian, so I believe in like how Jesus died on the cross for our sins and stuff. I believe I'm a Christian, so I believe in Christianity. Something else that I wanted to ask you is, what do you think? What do you believe happens after death? After we die, what do you think happens?
We end up sitting right here having conversations like this tomorrow.
Do you think if we die, we're just gonna come back?
I mean,
No reincarnation.
hey, it just happened. Yeah, it'll be just so as you see it. You know, there are some that choose to die and not. I mean, there are some that expire and choose not to reincarnate. They choose to be, you know, the spirit guides or people to help beings that help people that are transitioning to Earth or leaving Earth, or you know, there are some people that choose other things. There are beings outside of what you would call a body existing in the same now that you would call now.
Hmm. Damn. Wait. So, what do you? If you were to die right now, what do you would? Well, you would reincarnate as another person, is what you believe, right?
Whatever I choose to have form around my body is what I would recreate myself as. My next incarnation, I want to create a whole universe, a whole sun, a whole star system in the shape of me, in the shape of my spirit, because I now wield the capacity to do that as I'm doing now within this life.
I got you. Oh, another question that I wanted to ask. Sorry for asking so many questions.
No, you're beautiful. Go ahead, continue on.
Thanks. What I was gonna say is, if you were, let's say that I know that you aren't, but let's say that you were like an atheist, right? And you believe in reincarnations, because most atheists, and because I've talked to a bunch of atheists on TikTok, and they all say that they believe in reincarnation as well. So I don't know if they're an atheist or they just I'm not really sure. I don't really get into like deep conversations into like that, because I don't like really want to get to understand that really, because it's just weird. For me, I think that's weird, at least for me. What I was gonna ask, if you were an atheist and you believe in reincarnation like yourself, if you were to die right now and you you were to die and find out that there is a God that you could have believed, which I believe is Jesus and God, God. If there was a God, but you chose not to believe in him, you had that power to believe in him, but you chose not to, and you just go to hell. Or would you rather die, find out that there isn't a God, and you believed in Jesus, but he isn't real, and just die, No
I love,
reincarnation, plain
I
die.
always, I always love these would you rather questions. They spark up great imagination, great thoughts grand enough that you can write a book off of. I love those things.
Yeah,
But rather than play your game, I would just continue to play the game that is set in front of me already. As to know, because it's a funny thing about seeing, you can't unsee, regardless of what anybody else tries to show you. So we can do this little would you rather thing, or what if If you're wrong, that's fun. But I know that I'm not wrong in what I'm saying to you. I know
Well,
that what I'm saying, what I know that what I'm saying to you is completely divine truth.
do you have
But it's
proof of
still
that?
the proof is in my being.
But that's not like physical like proof.
I know. It's not physical truth, my being. I don't even understand that, but it's it is, and the proof is not for me to show to anyone. It's my proof. The proof is for within you to find, because only through you will you obtain the proof that you need. And if you already have proof of what you're searching for, then what good is it you even being here talking to me?
I don't mean I don't I don't know.
Right. So that means that you haven't had your proof, that you're still searching in a sense.
Oh no, I'm
And
not. I already chose that I believe in God. I believe in Jesus, and
right.
I know that is the truth. I really do
And
know
you,
that's the truth because
and
I know where you're coming from.
if you know that it's the truth,
Mhm.
then what I'm saying to you doesn't even apply. It's not even for you. It's not even for you at this moment.
Mm-mm. I just like to come on and just tell people about Jesus because I have changed people's mind of
Okay,
Jesus,
well that's
turning people to Jesus.
beautiful.
So it's like what I was saying. Like you can talk. What were you saying again?
No, if you've changed people's mind about Jesus, that's beautiful. I too know myself to be Christ.
So you
And
you
that's
believe that you're Christ. You believe that you're the heavenly Father and that you have all the power, right?
absolutely. And I'm here to show you that you are too.
So you can pretty much do anything right now. You could just do anything.
I'm doing anything now. I'm doing
So
everything
so that
now.
change. Okay, so then have make something happen right now.
Are you tempting me, Satan?
Huh?
Are you tempting me?
What do you mean?
Exactly what I asked. Why are you tempting me? Are you trying to be fancied?
Oh no, no, because you said that you have power to do anything, right?
Yes, I do. And are you tempting me? Just because I say that I am, are you requesting like God do a magic trick just because you want your
Oh no no no
fancy?
no 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 no. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. It should.
Right,
I'm
right,
not trying to be like disrespectful or anything.
right. It's imperative that we see where we are and we understand the time.
Mm-hmm. Well, just wanted to come on here and tell you about Jesus, and I do believe that He died for your sins, and I'm just letting you know if you really don't change, something is gonna your fate is gonna be waiting for you. And I love you. I really do. I really
Okay.
do. I love you, and I know that Christ loves you more and more and more and more and more. And He did die for your sins, and He did die on the first day and rise on the third day. And there is physical proof of that. There's proof
All
that
right.
people, over
Okay.
500 people with the naked eye.
I had to get him off of here. I had to get him off of here. If he would have been like, I have living proof that Jesus loves me, I would have kept him left. I would have let him talk. I let him keep talking. You see, you don't have to tell me about me. I've done me so much that I don't have to worry about me. The same reason why I don't run up on you. I don't run up in your life. Hey, Jesus loves you, blah, 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 blah. No, I know that's a personal thing you got going on there. And who am I dare to interrupt that? Why would I dare to interrupt that? let me keep going because it's starting to get late. We gotta keep it pushing. Yo, LV, peace, balance, love, and light. Yo, LV, welcome to God Talk.
Greetings, my brother.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. These people in these comments keep on trying to have debates about everything. But I just think, even
Yeah.
like the dude that love you got to understand, most people that are on this level aren't phased by what you got to say. We all have our own truth. I just think everybody then needs to discover what their purpose is. A truth is a truth, but when you have information, that's when it's useless if you're not acting on it. So all these people that want to play Christian, you can tell people to change all they want, but after that, then what? Because I done heard it 1,000 times, and I have nothing against them. I have nothing against God, Jesus, all the stuff that we've been talking about. It makes sense if you can just step out of the normal ways of thinking. I just think it's gonna be an independent journey for most. Like you doing what you're doing now, it helps the people that's already aligned. It's not gonna help anybody jump into this path because you have to be called here first. And nobody's gonna be able to walk you through it. You gotta go through a lot on your own in order for any of this to make sense. But I
Well,
came
yeah,
on
brother.
here to talk to you.
I. Oh, go ahead. My apologies.
Nah,
Continue on.
you can respond. I wasn't interrupting. I was just trying to
No.
get that out the way.
Well, what I was saying was I don't come up. I don't do this to change people's minds about anything. I just get up here to show people something. To like kind of like you see a old man standing on his soapbox just yelling out to the cars as they passing by. I'm not, just getting up here just to speak on something. If you want it, then take it. If you don't, fine.
Right. And I've been trying to put all this in my own understanding because for my own sake, I don't like to be lied to. I don't even know if somebody lying. So I take information and I do what I please that actually is true to what you should be doing with information. But I was saying that due to the fact that I think he's not wrong for coming on here to tell you about Jesus. But if you already know who Jesus is, then it's pointless. Because I feel like even when you read the Bible, it tells you that no one can get to God unless they seek his son. So unless you know who Jesus is, you won't have access to what God is. But I feel like once you know Jesus, once you even take that first step in any religion, and I feel like it can't really be because I don't know about all that. But I feel like that's when you can then take steps in this spiritual realm to understand God is within yourself. So obviously it goes back into the Bible where you have to seek Jesus. But I feel like most people forget to seek what God actually is because they stay in church all the time. And church isn't teaching you what the real God is. Obviously, we can all debate on what God is, but when you know, you know. So I feel like
Exactly.
that's just
This is the
all.
reason why. This is the reason why when people come up to me and they're like, "What do you think God is?" I tell them it's them. That's to say, whatever thing you think God is, that's exactly what it is because it is that and more.
Right. Because that's why went to church today. Because I ain't go in a few weeks because it just felt off for a while. But once I went and he called me a sheep because he was talking to the masses. But I'm like, the verbiage and the language they use to even get the messages across aren't high frequency words. Like the word that they try to get you to understand is to be in a submissive position all the time. And it's taking the control from you. And I tried to go to church only to then make sure all the stuff I've been hearing, all these different lives I've been joining, ain't feeding me to be delusional to what I used to believe. But a dude told me on his live, I think you might know him as Cosmic Nine. He was talking about how churches, they take your power away and they literally drain your energy and take your energy. And I left church feeling drained. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I felt like obviously you plant these seeds and these thoughts in your mind and they do his own work. So like the dude that was on here, I don't know his name, he was talking about how your thoughts have consistent reactions after you've already thought about it, after you already done something. So it's the same
Hmm.
thing as if somebody tell you, oh bro, that restaurant nasty, and you ain't ever ate there, and then you eat there and it's nasty. Well, he already told you it was. So if he wouldn't have told you that, you might have not had that response. But since so many people just sit and listen all the time and don't do or experience they self, it blocks the actual understanding that you will be able to have.
Hmm. Before you even engage in the thought or the action, you know,
Yeah. But
preconceived notions can shape your whole entire universe before you even get the chance to experience the universe.
yeah, and like this person just said in the comments, they definitely put a pastor into a high of a position. Like I was cool with having somebody that can interpret what the Bible is because I ain't gonna really make the time to read it. But then that's where I had to dig back into my spiritual bag and realize if I gotta constantly have somebody telling me about what's gonna be the life or death of my whole entire existence, I need to start doing a little bit more on my own. And I think
Absolutely.
you were saying something.
No, I was saying absolutely. This was the main argument with the I think the Roman Catholic Church and the Protestants. You know, the Protestants felt like they should be able to read the Bible for themselves, and the Roman Catholic Church was like, "Nah, we only up letting appointed people read the Bible."
Right. Yeah, a lot of
And
this, man, is old information that's been recycled. Because if we gon' go there, man, niggas be up all night talking about all this shit. But it's the fact that when you get to the present moment where you need to be consciously acting on what's good and bad, that's where a lot of people don't know what to do because everybody's so stuck in looking up all this ancient Greek stuff. Well, it matters. Yeah, it helps. It's a tool. But then when you come to the present realm, what are you actually doing? Because so many people just listen to what used to happen and make it seem
absolutely,
like that's gonna be the all in today's world. Like motherfucker, we ain't on no pyramids no more. It don't matter what the fuck they was doing with them pyramids. That shit is not existing right now in our current world. So that's why I be coming on these lives just to pick up gems that I can. Obviously, the last dude kind of interrupted that, and I ain't trying to take over what you had going, but I'm just trying to ask you one simple question
what's
because
up,
I
guy?
just got off another live and he was going over a lot of good shit, but he was saying how 999 is a number everybody need to be looking out for, but obviously 9 is gonna be next year for 2025, and he was saying how everybody that's a part of like the spiritual culture, whatever you want to call it, has to be more, I would say, in tune and intentional on what they want next year and what they're seeking, because that'll then transfer over into the next. Man, I forgot what he said. But as far as just that year of next year in the spiritual context of things, what do you think is going to be more important for people to pay attention to?
Fuck your new year. Facts. Fuck your new year. If you can't see your new year in every breath to manifest the life that you're looking for in every breath, fuck your new year. Fuck your birthday, fuck your Thanksgiving, fuck your Christmas, fuck every holiday that you would use as a day to signify a point in time within your existence. Fuck that. Fuck you. Fuck your universal number. Because obviously you haven't compiled the rest of the numbers to get up to this number right here for you to have a grand understanding of what 9 really means as completion, not just starting out. Fuck your number. Fuck your New Year's.
So you think it needs to start in order? Obviously, every number is in order, but as far as those spiritual numbers in general, it would have to be in that numeric order for it to actually make sense.
In order for you to get to the end, you must experience the beginning and the middle. But if you're unsure of what the middle is, unsure of what the beginning is, how can we even talk about the end or the beginning of something else? Like right now, they have y'all celebrating a new year that it isn't even a new year. The new year really starts in spring, but we don't talk about that. You see what I'm saying? How now it all just sounds silly to even worry about a year at this point when the Chinese are living in, I don't know, way in the future.
Yeah, they had some 2050 some shit. Yeah.
You see how it sounds silly to even talk about what day it is. That's because these are all modalities of a world that's trying to have you broken within time.
Yeah. And
You know
one
what
thing,
I'm
can you hear me? It said one moving on mic shit.
Go ahead, bro.
But he was mainly stating how you would have to pay more attention to how life is going for your life to be able to fit into the present moment better in a sense of all the numbers. He was going over a lot of spiritual numbers and stuff like that. So a few things he was going over before that. But my question regarding those numbers is it more relevant to fix your frequency versus matching the frequency that the world is operating on? So I feel like that would create some imbalance in a sense.
Now, well, the trick is to create synchronicities with the inside world and the outside world. Because within the synchronicities of the inside world and the outside world, this is where you find the observer and the balance within that observer. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to understand you. I'm trying to let you cook real quick.
Okay. So in order for daylight to happen, there must be three things. There must be the sun, there must be the earth, and there must be a human being to witness it. You see what I mean? As to say that the outside depends on the inside, and the inside depends on the outside, but there still needs to be that one to watch the inside and the outside. You get what I'm saying?
So my only question with that, in a sense of obviously I'm trying to just understand you on another level real quick. Would I then be all three of those?
Absolutely. Depending on how you feel like feeling or seeing.
Gotcha. Man. But real I forgot when I go to my other tabs and make the shit not use my audio. But in a simple way, I don't know how to put it because there was multiple different things we went over. But do you know what the cosmic body is?
I've heard it explained in a multitude of ways. Please explain me the way you know.
Well, I joined this live pretty late. Look, I told you the truth, and I'll never tell you a lie. I be joining these lives to pick up gems, man. I ain't researched it yet because I literally just got up this live, and then I saw you been live for like 4 hours. I'm like, man, let me just get on this live again because I was on here earlier, and you had a few people on, and I was trying to just tune in to something else because I don't know what dude was talking about that you had on here, but
Yeah,
I ended up
sometimes we
hopping
get
back
a
on.
couple of them.
But he ain't really explain it. He just gave us like 7 different bodies, and he was talking about how each of them um, resemble like the chakras, and how the main four you will have to master in order for you to have access to your soul. And once you have access to your soul, it's a few more that you'll have to master in order for you to have full awareness of your consciousness and stuff like that. So that's why I was trying to go over a few of them with you to see if you knew anything about it. But
Okay.
I don't, at the moment, know too much about any of them. He kind of dropped a bomb on me.
Well, which one would you like to discuss, bro? We got time for like maybe one or two.
Okay, the main one I would like to discuss, only because I feel like it's important to me. See, I don't know about y'all in the chat, but I'm focused on me right now. So let me get it real quick. Hold on.
And I'll do my best, brother. I'll give you what I have. Up shit. He cupped out.
So I'm gonna go for the atomic body.
Atomic body. Oh man. I know. When I hear atomic body, like I said, I'm gonna give you what I have. It may not be what you're searching for, but it is only what I have. Okay? All right. When I think of atomic body, I think of atomic numbers. You know what atomic numbers are, right?
You can explain it real quick. I probably got something in the back of my head, but
Well, the atomic numbers are the numbers that build up numbers, or the atoms that build up cells, and the cells that build up organisms, and the organisms that build up organ systems, and the you know what I mean?
right,
Like so when I think of atomic body, I think of the bodies that build up your body, and the oneness of that. And the atomic body is tied into all bodies, and without your atomic bodies, these bodies that we see now would be different. And this is just me breaking it down from what atomic body means to me. It can mean something completely different to you, but when I hear atomic body, this is what I mean. This is what I hear.
for sure, for sure. I got you.
Like a quantum body that's connected to the grand body.
Cause I don't know if him that said it, cause somebody in the comments they was commenting related to the atomic body, and they was saying that it was like a dark matter template, and they said some other shit, but I want
People get fancy with
where the
these
dark
words,
matter
bro.
came from.
Let me say this to you, bro. People get real fancy with these words to describe spirituality and don't even realize the more fancier the word is, the more that you're taking away from what spirituality is.
Right.
Like it's spirituality is just being. It's meant to be defined through the observer, not through anyone else and the way they define it. Because once you start to define it, you start to solidify it, then you got a religion, and then you got people dying for it.
Yeah. And that's why it's been hard for me to even have anybody related or shit near me, friendship, relationships. Just hard to explain all this to them, because I feel like I said earlier, it's an independent journey. Like, you arrive here on your own free
Right.
will, and you gonna leave on your own and on your free will. So it's just hard to
Fact.
give people the information that you know needed. But it's like, damn, do they need it? They might be fucked up if I tell them all this shit. They might fuck around
But
and end
but in
themselves.
those situations, bro, just enter it with patience and love, bro, and the words that you need in that moment will come to you, bro, and they will be met with love, bro, especially if you
Yeah.
said it in love. But hey, bro, I gotta let you go, bro. Let me get other people up here, bro. Peace
Nah,
to you, God.
pieces to you, my boy. I appreciate it.
All right, yo, that was our beautiful brother LV. Let's keep it going. We not nothing but gold diggers, man. Talk about your look how you talk about yourself. Wow. Yo, Dave. Peace, balance, love, and light. Yo, Dave G. Yo, welcome to God Talk, Dave.
Hey, brother, how you doing, man?
Man, everything is everything, beautiful brother. And you?
Great, great. Oh man, great. Just here, man, listening to you live as usual. Trying to listen out. Try to open up these people's eyes to the strength that they got within them, and they don't even know.
Yeah, and it's okay that they don't know. In fact, it's a surprise that they don't know.
Well, hey, sometimes we gotta, do the works too. You know what I mean? Because at sometimes me myself thinking like, hey, life is not just for you, man.
Mm-mm.
you know,
It
because
couldn't be just for you,
yeah,
brother.
yeah, exactly. So it takes each and every one of us, man. It takes each and every one of us, no matter how you think you know everything and everything. It takes each and every one of us to create a wave. You know what I mean? So do the
And I
ants.
think that's beautiful that it takes a million blades of grass to create a field of grass.
There you go.
I
There you
think that's
go.
beautiful.
It is. And that's the beauty of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the beauty of life. So every time I'm going through this, frequencies, and then I come across your live, it's always a pleasure to hang out and just listen to the beautiful words and how you articulate with people, you know what I mean? That is lovely.
Oh man.
Yeah.
The only reason why that is, brother, because I know phone. I know phone. The only reason why I know that it is, brother, because I am love.
There
And
you go.
with me being love, that's all I can give. That's all I have to give.
There you
And
go.
love only operates for free and for peace.
There you go. Yep. Yep. See, the thing is though, I sometimes listen how people, get frustrated and confused with the words and the books and the that, but then, it's like you go to the market and you're looking for organic fruit. and and then everything is just corrupted. So you as to get back within yourself. Once you get within the self, then you're starting to cleanse because that's the only way we're gonna connect. You gotta connect. And so I understand why they said, oh, I can't be God. I understand because they're not
Because
connected.
they're still in that moment of self-discovery. And that's fun though. The fact that you get to discover. Oh man, yo, you know how when you watch a movie and be like, damn, I wish I ain't seen this movie before, because it's the good part.
Ah,
But the new people, they get.
hey, I hey, I cried, man.
Yeah, me too. I cry all the time,
Oh
but
man, I
not
cried.
tears of pain, but tears of joy,
It
knowing
is.
that what
Yes.
is meant for the God,
And
like,
so,
hey, man.
yeah.
But I appreciate you so much, Dave. But I appreciate you so much, Dave G, for coming up and hollering at me, God. You're beautiful, brother. Thank you.
Hey man, keep on doing the good work, man.
Absolutely,
Peace.
God. Till next time, bro.
Peace be out, bro. Cool.
All right. Facts. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna try something real quick. Veronica, would you like to come up and talk, Veronica? Veronica's been here for a while. Veronica Bradley. If you would like to come up and talk, I will most definitely extend that olive branch that you can come up and we can have a very genuine, authentic conversation. Yes, now I can get you if you let me see a very authentic conversation. Let me see. I just sent Veronica a request, y'all. So if Veronica has been very passionate this entire time. So if they really want to come up and express themselves, now is the space for and the time for Veronica to do that, and we'll we'll accept Veronica with love and life, won't we, guys? Won't we? Yeah, we will. We will accept her. See, Veronica, I have been to too many lives. I did not come to speak. I commented way too much for people to not understand. But you haven't talked to me. I want to. I listen. I've been watching your comments, but I've really been wanting to really talk to you, but I haven't had the chance to talk to you. And you've been talking to people in the comments. That's beautiful. I appreciate you so much for doing that. But come talk to me. Let's see if we can get like a good, rapport going. Let's see if we can get to know each other. Let's see if we can get to understand each other, you know? I promise you I come in fellowship of the Spirit. I promise you I come bearing nothing but gifts and joy. I promise you. But at the end of the day, we are dirt. Exactly. Veronica, I say that I am the dirt God. I do say, I promise you, I say that. I get down in the dirt every day and I grab a dirt and I be like, I am the dirt God. And I get it on, I make sure I get it on my nails and all that. Come and talk to me. I really wanna meet you. You making me show my age, Megan. Stop it. Can I talk to you? Oh yeah. As you know. She make me show my age. Megan always pull it out. Showing my age too. You showed your hand too, looking at. Hey, I love that song. I love it too. I want it. Yeah, and I like that song. If you are God, weave reality and turn a stone to gold. Never die. I'm doing all those things now. In fact, that necklace that you have around your neck, if you have one, that ring that you have on your finger, that matter of fact, fuck the rings and the necklace that you have on your finger. Let's go with the gold that you have in your body. Because you do have gold in your body, right? Yes, you're made of gold. Absolutely. You're doing all this now. You're asking me to do something I'm already doing. You're not paying attention to me that I'm doing it. And also you're not paying attention to the fact that you're doing it as well. Because you are me and I am you and we are the universe. And all of this is happening because we say so. And we agreed upon to say so. And now you're reneging. And now you want to renege? I really want, I really want, I really want. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Veronica did not want to talk to me. I sent her an invite. I sent her an invite. Trapper says, no, you're not. Yeah. You're not. Yeah. Hey, Trapper, whatever is, so shall a man thinketh, so shall he be. And if you say you are not, then you hide from yourself pretty well. But Atman has found himself. That way he can declare what he truly is. And who are you to stop Atman in being that? Who are you? Play nice. Play nice. Don't take away the toys of others. Play nice. And the bad thing about it is, y'all try to take these toys from us, and then after you take the toys, you just throw them on the ground. You don't even play with them. You don't even keep it for yourself or try to play with it or try to understand it. You take it and throw it on the ground, and then try to run off to another toy. It's really flat earth of you. I said it. I didn't mean to say it. I didn't want to come out to say it, but for some reason the spirit made me say that. It just made me say it. It just made me say it. A parallelogram. I always said that word that way. A parallelogram. Let's discuss the gates of Leo. Bro, y'all got a lot of... bro, I don't know the gates of Leo, bro. To be honest with you, I don't. Like, I haven't done that much research on to a lot of these things that people describe as being spiritual things. I haven't done that, bro. I don't. My mind isn't in the books enough to go through all that. I mean, I know a little bit about a few books. Like I said, most of my research comes from just the breath alone, the spirit alone. And then sometimes you may find a lot of times you may find what I'm saying in books, because the spirit operates through all beings. You know, a lot of times people be like, hey bro, you ever heard of it? You speak a lot about this. And I'd be like, what is this? Oh, you got a word for that? I didn't know. I didn't know you had a word for that. And if you want to call it that, fine. I don't give a shit. You can call it that. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't care. Call it whatever you like. Meanwhile, I'm just being. All roads lead to the one road. All these modalities are pointing to the truth of our being. Yeah. And if we will pay attention closely, we will understand that the road we on is the road that gives meaning to all the other roads. Because without all the other roads, your road has no meaning. The deeper you go, the more you see that God doesn't need to be explained. God is self-evident. Exactly, Poppy. This is the reason why when people come up to me, hey, do this, do that, which I don't like to say it, but I'm going to say it. I've healed people. I brought people back from the brinks of death, from the brinks of insanity. I've told people how to make money and be a millionaire and all this stupid shit. I've done that. I don't like to speak on it because it's not it wasn't my favor. It's not my favor to talk about. That's their favor. I just showed them the way to it. So I don't speak upon it. I leave that for them. That's their shit. Nor do I have to prove what I do for other people to you. Nor do I have to prove what I am within myself to you. I'd never do that because the second I'm trying to prove myself to you, that means I'm trying to prove myself to myself. And why would I do that? That makes no sense to God. I do what I do because it's needed, not because it's wanted. But we are all sinners. Jesus died for our sins. Wait a minute. Let's listen to this statement, Veronica. Veronica. Miss Bradley. But we are all sinners. Jesus died for our sins, and he is offering to give us eternal life with him. If Jesus died for your sins, then Miss Veronica, why are you claiming them? If Jesus died for your sins, then you should no longer call yourself a sinner. In fact, you should say that you are free of sin because Jesus died for them. No longer to claim them, but only to claim your grace, only to claim your kingdom, only to claim your divine right within the spirit of self. And the gratification with the spirit, and the gratification to be pure within light and love within yourself. Not be called a sinner, not to live on and be held in a mental prison or fear and hunger and doubt. You talk about Jesus, but you don't talk about the freedom. When Jesus only spoke about freedom, you're making him into a punchline, sister. For you to continue to do your terrible dudes. How funny is that? Enjoy. Enjoy. Don't talk about Jesus that way, right, Megan? After all he's done for you. Yo, man, I sold narcotics for my little brother that didn't have to go to have to sell narcotics so he can go to school. But then you grow up to sell narcotics. Huh? I died for your sins so you didn't have to. Huh? We weren't created to be gods. Is it not written in your law? You say you love Jesus. Jesus told you, is it not written in your law? That you are God. That's in your law. That's your law. That's a law. You know how when you're driving down, the street and the speed limit say 45, but you're going 65, you're breaking law. Yo, you speeding right now. You're speeding. Just looking to crash out. You're breaking law. Every time you say that you are not God, you're driving the car with no seatbelt. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's fun. Look at you being cool, leaning back, holding the steering wheel with one hand, no seatbelt, music blaring, distractions everywhere. You're having fun. That's a good time. That's a good time. I like it. I like it. Big fun. Claire Huxtable voice. Big fun. That's what they doing. It's big, and like I said, I get it, Megan. I get it. I get it. Isn't it nice to understand it? Isn't it nice to see it and be like, that's life. C'est la vie. I get why you would be that way. I get it, and I don't judge you in that. Have fun, but while you're having fun, find the meaning of that fun, and then also, in finding the meaning of that fun, you will also see the destination of that type of fun. Corrupted it. I didn't corrupt anything. Nothing is corrupted. I'm speaking life into everything. Nothing here is corrupted. There are no corrupted files floating around here. I promise you. I come to clean all files. I come to clean up all files. I come to make everything right. Nothing corrupted around there. Spirituality. I know, right? Great live. It is what it is at this point. I didn't come to abolish the law. I came to fulfill it. Absolutely. And isn't it funny? When you come to fulfill the law, you end up breaking rules. Yo, let me say this again. When you come to fulfill the law, you end up breaking rules. Oh shit. What a paradox we live in. Yo, I'm about to get off of here. I am about to get off of here because I've been clowning. Yo, yo, but before I go, I just want to say, yo, I appreciate everybody who came to holler at me tonight. Everybody who came up to share, and everybody who came to laugh with me and love with me. I appreciate everybody who was here and felt differently. In fact, for you, this is the reason why I hold such a space. Um, but before I go, I always like to leave off with beautiful words, and tonight is no different. External validation will only lead you to confusion, but internal validation will lead you to the truest form of truth. Seek you, and you will find everything. Yo, peace, balance, love and light, and all those good vibrational words that make you feel right. This has been another Godtalk, the only live stream on this piece of shit app that's gonna bust down who you are to your molecular being and how that falls in complete synchronicity with the cosmos. I'm your host, Sirius, period, Big Dot, the golden guy, the fire guy, the dirt guy, the water guy. Yo, I am everything and everything is me. Till next time, my beautiful sister gods and brother gods. Peace.